This County 10 sports broadcast made possible by Myers Gambles, Central Bank and Trust, Wyoming Catholic College, Elevate Rehab, Goddard Construction, Bailey Tire and Auto Services, Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, Wyo Glass, Red & Kane and Associates, Remax, the Wyoming Department of Transportation, State Farm Agent Tyler Watson, Eyes on Fremont, Hampton Inn and Suites, Maven, Edward Jones, John Shade, Sage West, Boyle Electric, Perfect Power, Baldwin Creek Rental Service, Northside Auto Body Glass, Fremont Chevrolet, and the Fremont County Prevention Program. Now he goes corner.
Goddard Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport, on and off the field. We know hard work pays off, and we believe in crafting excellence and building legacies, one project at a time. At Goddard Construction, we are proud to bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see our work. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County, one project at a time. Give us a call at 851-4517.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're bringing more providers and medical specialists to the region, more advanced medical technologies, and spending millions to upgrade facilities and equipment, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Remax All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 2024-2025 season. Remax All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. Remax All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at remaxriverton.com.
What's it like to kill someone?
Emptiness.
Painful. It doesn't seem real.
There was no intent. It was never supposed to happen.
You don't go out to kill someone.
I keep seeing her head coming through the windshield.
I'm so very sorry.
There's nothing I can do to make it better.
Please, don't drink and drive.
It doesn't change the fact that I'm a killer.
This is Cody Beers with YDOT. A killer is a killer. Never, ever drink and drive.
Looking for comfort and convenience in Riverton? Discover the Hampton Inn & Suites, where your perfect stay awaits. Enjoy cozy rooms, a sparkling indoor pool, and a delicious hot breakfast every morning. With free Wi-Fi and friendly service, it's everything you need for a relaxing stay. The Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to support Riverton's athletics program and be part of the Riverton High School Booster Club. Wishing all student athletes the best this coming season and looking forward to celebrating your success. So whether you're in town for business or cheering on your favorite team, make Hampton Inn & Suites your home away from home.
Get your game day started right with Porter's pregame show and make sure you're ready for outdoor adventures. Porter's has everything to make this sports season great, from luxurious spas to top-notch grills and inviting fire pits. Porter's has everything you need to elevate your gatherings. Best of luck to all the Fremont County teams this season from Porter's Supply Company. Stop by their store at North Federal and Sunset in Riverton or explore their wide selection online at portersmvs.com.
Goddard Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport, on and off the field. We know hard work pays off, and we believe in crafting excellence and building legacies, one project at a time. At Goddard Construction, we are proud to bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see our work. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County, one project at a time. Give us a call at 851-4517.
Living well isn't
It's time for Riverton Lady Wolverine basketball. To get us ready for tip-off, let's go courtside with the voice of the Lady Wolverines, Jared Anderson.
And a very good Tuesday afternoon to you. Welcome to Wolverine Gymnasium on the campus of Riverton High School. Jared Anderson, Jason Peterson back with you again for Riverton girls and boys. Action set for a varsity doubleheader a little earlier than usual here on a weeknight, but that's because the Evanston Red Devils have made the very long trip up here from Uinta County, and they got to get back tonight, go to school tomorrow, so we're going to try to let them out of here just as quick as possible this evening. It's Tuesday action. There's going to be a few Tuesday games in the Riverton High School schedule here down the stretch. In fact, the next 3 weeks all have Tuesday games, so we invite you out to Wolverine Gym here, and a good opportunity to cheer on the Riverton girls and boys again this evening as you get off of work. First of two coming up here in just a little bit is the varsity girls matchup. You're seeing some JV action on your screen right now as JV contest is winding down here. Kind of a rare circumstance where the JV girls are playing ahead of the varsity girls. Normally it's the JV boys, and then you get that little bit of a break for the girls. But there's some varsity girls that have played all the way through here. We'll see what their role is like in the varsity game coming up in just a little bit. It features the Evanston Red Devils, who are 7-6 so far this season. They are a perfect 3-0 in conference play in the 4A West. Riverton girls are 3-10 overall. They're 1-2 in conference. Evanston's coming off of wins against Jackson on Saturday. They would easily knock off the Jackson Bronx 54-16. They beat Rock Springs and Green River before that. Riverton lost at Star Valley on Saturday 37-27. Coach Bosner will join us in the Porter's Tailgate Show in just a moment. Talked about was a pretty treacherous drive. Said it took him about 6 hours to get to Afton, and they just came off of the bus. A long bus ride, a little bit flat, couldn't get things going offensively. He'll fill you in a little bit more on that trip in just a little bit, but not the best showing for Riverton girls basketball on Saturday, but prior to that, they had a nice win over Jackson. Were very competitive, and I thought played really well in a loss against Green River. So still some positive momentum going forward for these Lady Wolverines. But Evanston is doing as well as anybody right now in the 4A West in both girls and boys basketball. Have been very competitive. They are a senior-heavy team. They've got a lot of experience and looking to make it back for the first time to the state tournament in quite a while. Roy Barker is in just his second season with the Evanston girls program. They went just 3-19 last year, but are off to an above 500 start. A lot of good players and a team that doesn't really have a superstar. Cassie Barker is averaging about 9.3 points per game as their leading scorer, but they've got a lot of nice role players. Emma Lonsway, Emerson Fessler, just a couple of the names that you'll hear. And they play really together team basketball from the looks of it. First of two against Evanston. We had the opportunity to see them against some other opponents here at the Stranigan Classic to kick off the season. So I know Riverton's seen a little bit of this Evanston team, keeping an eye on them as a conference opponent, but first matchup against the Riverton boys and girls. Coming up a little later in the broadcast at around 6 o'clock or so, it's the boys version of this matchup. Evanston at 8-4 leads the 4A West. Riverton at 4-9 overall, coming off of a loss against Star Valley last week too, 57-47. So we'll dive in a little bit more to that boys contest here as the broadcast continues. This is the Porter's Tailgate Show, made possible by Porter's Supply Company in Riverton. They're at the corner of North Federal and Sunset, your home for stoves, spas, pellets, and much, much more. On the Porter's Tailgate Show in just a little bit, we catch up with Riverton junior Rylyn Brown. My first conversation of the season with Rylyn. Good to have her on the air with us. So that chat is coming up in just a couple of minutes. We also catch up with head coach Mike Bosner, per usual, on the Porter's Tailgate Show. It's a doubleheader of basketball from Wolverine Gym. Gym. Riverton and Evanston coming at you in just a couple of moments. Your home for Riverton High School sports is 105.1 Jack FM. And, of course, streaming video coverage can always be found on County 10's YouTube channel.
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
The Porter's Tailgate Show continues now on 105.1 Jack FM and County10.com.
Jared Anderson, Jason Peterson with you from Riverton High School. It's the Lady Wolverines, the Lady Red Devils coming up in just a few moments as the Porter's Tailgate Show continues. If you're on your way up here to Riverton High School, we will be at least 10 minutes behind schedule, sitting at 4:30 right now. They've just started the 10-minute warm-up clock, so still time to get up here and catch the full girls game in just a few moments, and invite you out to cheer on Riverton High School basketball here as we're about ready for a doubleheader coming your way. Of course, if you can't make it, video coverage can be found on the County 10 YouTube channel, so I invite you along to watch with us. And if you are on that YouTube feed right now, interact with us. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for this evening, and we'll make sure to shout you out throughout the broadcast. Just a few moments ago, I was able to catch up with Rylan Brown, a junior guard for this Riverton girls program. Here's my conversation with the RHS junior. All right, back on the Porter's Tailgate Show, Rylan Brown joins us. First of all, Rylan, I know tough effort on Saturday, long road trip. What did that feel like for you?
It was all right. It was a tough game. Like you said, long road trip.
How difficult is it to get off the bus after like 6 hours and play a basketball game?
I'd say it's pretty hard, especially having to sit in the bleachers and watch our other teammates cheer them on. But that's just basketball.
What's your role? How would you define yourself coming into this season? Did you know you were going to have to step up, be a starter, be a leader on this team? No seniors on this team. What do you see your role kind of being here?
I knew I had to step up. I talked about it. Coach Bose talked to me about it a lot this summer. I worked on, just different things to help, something that I can bring to the table for the team. Help Taylin with the ball as much as I can. She's, pretty good ball handler. Just step up for my team and be there, a shooter, whatever I can be.
You guys are so feisty and scrappy on defense. It feels like defensively your energy's there. That includes you. Where does that energy, that aggression come from?
I would say it comes the love of the game. I just, I know we all want to win as a team, and that's something we look forward to every day, trying to win. We have the ability. I think we just need to execute it.
Confidence-wise, where's this team at before that Star Valley game? You had a great win against Jackson, really competitive against Green River. You feel like this team continues to get better as the season goes on?
Yeah, I most definitely say we improve every game. If we look at from where we were at the beginning of our first tournament here, we're nowhere near there compared to now. Our defense is great. We're playing our offense a lot better this go around.
Do you play other sports or just basketball?
I only play basketball.
Gotcha. You got a NBA, WNBA team?
No, I don't really.
All right. Favorite player?
I don't really know.
All right. You can say yourself. You can say Riverton High School is your favorite team. All right. Very good. Any other hobbies, weird facts about you?
No, I'm just a pretty simple girl.
All right, fair enough. It's been fun watching you. I'll catch up and bug you again soon, but thanks for taking a couple minutes.
Thank you.
She's Rylan Brown, the Riverton High School junior guard. My thanks to her for joining us here on the Porter's Tailgate Show. Coming up in 60 seconds, Lady Wolverine head coach Mike Bosner as we count you down to tip-off Riverton and Evanston. Straight ahead from Wolverine Gym, doubleheader of basketball action coming your way here on the County 10 Sports Network, which includes 105.1 Jack FM and streaming video coverage on County 10's YouTube channel.
Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
It's time for a pregame visit with Lady Wolverine head coach Mike Bosner on the County 10 Sports Network.
This is the Porter's Tailgate Show as we count you down to tip-off, getting closer to Riverton and Evanston in a doubleheader here on the County 10 Sports Network. Just a few moments ago, was able to catch up with the second-year head coach of this Riverton girls basketball program, Mike Bosner. Here's how that conversation would go. All right, Coach, first of all, catch us up to speed. I know you had a disappointing effort on Saturday against Star Valley. It looked like a low-scoring affair. Defense looked like it was there again, but just trouble finding points, it looked like.
Yeah, let me tell you, that 6-hour drive was hard on us. I hate to find excuses for my girls because I don't, but, when Lexi and Tay combined for 36 or 37 points 2 days prior. And I think I got 7 points out of both of them. That hurts. And so, yeah, defensively, we get after it. I'm never disappointed in that area, right? But gosh dang it, we just could not score. We were 2 for 17 in the paint the first half. Second half, I think we were 4 for 15 in the paint. You can't do that and think that you're going to win ball games, right? You just can't.
Good news is, prior to that, nice win against Jackson, good competitive game against Green River. How do you get back to that momentum and have a quick memory from Saturday?
Yeah, well, I think the girls were really disappointed, right? Because we knew going into Star Valley that we had a chance to win that game, and we absolutely can compete with them. There's not a doubt in my mind, but this is a team that we feel that we can compete with. We're going to get after them.
Yeah, what do we know about the Red Devils? They've looked good throughout the season in a lot of games, a little bit up and down, but what do you know about this Evanston squad?
They got 2 guards that are a little scrappy, but they're a team that doesn't take care of the basketball real well, and so I think with good pressure, which you'll see us do, we'll compensate with that. They do like to run a lot of zone, and so we definitely got a good offense against the zone, and so our girls will move the ball, and we're going to get good shots. And once we get a lead, we'll pull them out of that zone and make us play a man, and then they're in trouble. Yeah.
We've talked a lot about the defensive energy of this team. You throw that 1-3-1 zone at a lot of teams that they don't see a lot. How much of it is strategy versus efforts? Is it a combination of the two?
Well, I run it because there's not a lot of offenses out there against a 1-3-1, right? And so, but the way we run it is not the way you normally run a 1-3-1. And so this is something I've had in my back pocket for a very long time. And so we run 2 different versions of it, and we're pretty successful with it. So we'll continue to do that. We'll get a little full court stuff, whether it's man-to-man or we put in a zone press. And so we've been running that pretty darn good, too. So we'll see how it goes.
Watching the JV action here, it's an interesting circumstance to get JV right into the varsity action. How's everything going at the lower levels, JV and freshman, sophomore teams?
You know, our numbers are a little low, right? Our freshman numbers are pretty good, but our sophomore numbers are not very good, and so we've had to really substitute a lot of freshmen in there. And look, it's good for the program to play these younger kids, and Mike Bradley does a good job with the freshmores, and with Jess, the JV works against us on a regular basis, and so slowly but surely they're learning to handle the ball a little bit better. Look, it's a dribble and pass thing that we have to get better at, and we work it every single day. So they're getting better.
All right, Coach, best of luck. Appreciate your time as always, and we'll chat again here soon.
Okay, thank you.
Mike Bosner, second-year head coach for Riverton High School. Thanks to Coach Bose. Thanks to Riverton Junior Rylan Brown for being part of our Porter's Tailgate show this time around. Hopefully we'll get some more Lady Wolverines up here at halftime of the boys game. We have enjoyed that the last couple of times here, being at home and getting the opportunity to chat with more and more of these young athletes. We're going to be a little over 10 minutes behind schedule here, but that's good as everybody gets an opportunity to get off of work and come cheer on Riverton High School. I think we're going to get a national anthem here, both teams lining up for that. So we'll step aside and pause for that. Starting lineups, opening tip coming up on Jack FM and County10.com.
Who is RE/MAX All-Star Realtors? We're a professional real estate agency where your success is our priority. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we're here to guide you every step of the way. With unmatched professionalism and a track record of delivering results, we're your trusted partners in real estate. Your success is our top priority. Find your perfect property with RE/MAX All-Star Realtors. Contact us at 307-856-7827 or visit remaxriverton.com.
At Redden Kane & Associates CPAs, we serve clients across Fremont County and beyond with top-tier accounting services. From individual taxes to business consulting, our creative and precise team offers tax management, estate planning, and more. You'll find us engaged and meticulous to ensure each client gets personalized guidance. Visit rivertoncpa.com to learn more about our services and how we can help you achieve financial success.
Star-Spangled Banner sung here at Riverton High School, and we are set for your starting lineups in the opening tip-off. Again, Jared Anderson here with you, Jason Peterson running the camera on County 10's YouTube channel. Thrilled to have you along with us this afternoon for another doubleheader of Riverton High School basketball. Let's look at the starters involved here in the first of our two games. We'll start with the visiting Evanston Red Devils, who enter the contest 7-6 overall. They are a perfect 3-0 in 4A West play. They're under the direction of Roy Barker in his second season with the program. They look like this. Emma Lonsway wears number 2. Lonsway, the team's leading assister from her guard position, 4.6 points per game and over 2 assists per ball game. Number 4 is Madison Brown, goes by Maddie, so we'll work both into the broadcast. Number 33, Cassie Barker, the team's leading scorer. She averages 9.3 points per game. She also is the team's leading rebounder at 5.8 boards per game. Number 42 is Emerson Fessler. Fessler averages over 6 points per game, is the team's leading three-point shooter percentage-wise. And number 51 is Kieran Simmons. Simmons averages 5.6 points and 5.4 rebounds per game. Riverton Lady Wolverines are 3-10 overall, 1-2 in conference play. Mike Bosner in his second season with the program. They will start like this. Number 2 is Carson Vosica. Vosica, just a freshman, 4.8 points per ball game. Number 4, Rylan Brown, our pregame show guest. Rylan, a junior, 4.3 points per contest. Number 11, Taylin Leesburg. She's a junior, team's leading scorer in points and percentage. Leesburg, 8.5 points per game. Number 22 is Lexi Taylor. Taylor, a junior, 4.7 points per game. And number 23, Timbri Mathil. Timbri, 7.5 points per game. And she is the team's leading rebounder right now at 5.5 per game. It is Carson Vosica in the jump center circle. She goes opposite Cassie Barker. Barker wins the tip. And we are underway here, conference basketball. Glad to have you on board here on Jack FM and the County 10 YouTube channel. You'll see the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard in the bottom of your screen there on YouTube, as Evanston's going to get an over and back violation. Pass too high from Maddie Brown. Goes into backcourt, so Evanston with the unforced turnover on possession number 1. Thanks to Fremont Chevy GMC supporting Riverton High School basketball and making our scoreboard updates possible. Rylan Brown holds at the top for the Wolverines. Lonsway on her defensively. Evanston in their all red uniforms. Vosica in the paint. Shot is no good. Rebound tipped around off of a Lady Wolverine leg last. It'll go back to the Red Devils here as both teams come up empty on their first touches. Riverton High in the white home uniforms, trimmed in cardinal red and black. Wolverines in block letters written across the front of those jerseys in cardinal red. Brown at the top. Go to the corner to Fessler. Mentioned she's the leading three-point shooter on the team. She tries a 3. That's no good. Rebound missed on a follow by Simmons, and it's out of bounds to RHS. 58 seconds gone by. We remain scoreless. A team that, again, is 3-0 in conference play, and if there were odds makers in Wyoming high school basketball, you would say is the favorite on paper, these Evanston ladies, but Coach Bosner looking at them on film, studying what his girls do and how they match up. Told us in the Porter's Tailgate show he feels very confident it's a team they can hang with and compete with if they're firing on all cylinders. As we've mentioned several times on this broadcast and through the season, the defensive energy has been there for Riverton. It's just finding points. Leesburg 3 is no good. Rebound was Mathil's for a second, knocked out of bounds off of Evanston. We'll go back to the Lady Wolverines as we're still in search of the first points of the game with 6:18 to go first quarter. Lexi Taylor, baseline left, bounce pass it into Leesburg, fade away 2. That's no good. Rebound muscled away by Simmons, and Evanston's out in transition. Brown up top to Lonsway. Emma. Couple of dribbles, send it right back to Madison, looking for a teammate. Fessler down low, awkward pass goes between her legs and out of bounds. Evanston JV girls were successful, 42-31 in the game before this one. Rylan Brown has it stripped away from Emma Lonsway at midcourt, and the Red Devils are back on the march.
Lonsway picks up the dribble. Mathill smothering defense. Now Timbree's going to get a steal. Timbry lose the handle, knocked out of bounds by Evanston, but Mathill ultimately gets the Riverton possession due to the hard work on defense. Nice aggressive play as we've come to expect from Timbry Mathill. Entry pass into Vosika. She puts it on the floor. It bounces to Lexi Taylor, and now Taylor and Lonsway get into a wrestling match on the floor. Tie up. Should keep it with Riverton. Nope. Is that the second tie up? Thought Evanston won the tip. Maybe there was one in there I missed. We've played 2.5 minutes here. No score on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Fessler gives to Lonsway at the top. Back to Fessler. Left side block. Good defense by Leesburg to slide over. Now a 3 missed at the top, but a follow by Cassie Barker. They kicked it out to Lonsway, who is open for 3 when Riverton collapsed defensively. She misses, but Barker, a quick rebound and put back. And first foul of the ball game here in backcourt as Madison Brown gets a little overeager on Leesburg, trying to get a steal. First foul on anybody at the 5:02 mark. 2-0. Evanston with the lead. Leesburg, right-hand dribble, attacking Brown. Dribbles to the right corner. Now Leesburg to Mathill. Mathill 3, nearly banked it in. I think it was a long 2, but was close. Stays out either way. Good transition. Ball movement from Evanston. Fessler is going to miss the layup, though, and Rylan Brown's there to clear it out. Rylan works the ball up the floor. She mentioned to us in the Porter's Tailgate show that she tries to help out with the ball handling when Leesburg can't and is very comfortable bringing the ball up the floor. There's Vosika, knocked away for a second. Rylan Brown may have been wiser to just go out of bounds. She goes and saves it right to Cassie Barker. Barker, the distance layup, no good. And Mathill is there to clear it for Riverton. Knocked around, out of bounds. Official looking for some help and finally says Riverton basketball as he confers with the official up top. Would much rather have the officials get together and have a lengthy delay than just wildly point in a direction when they're unsure of things. So good on the two officials to confer. Midway through the first quarter, Riverton still looking for their first points, and Coach Bosner wants to talk about it. Quick 30-second timeout. Riverton will get together, and Evanston gathers around Roy Barker. Both coaches again in their second years with the program, trying to turn the corner. Both teams had a disappointing season last year. Riverton with 5 wins, Evanston with 3. And uphill battles, but Evanston right now above 500. Riverton at 3-10 is not where they want to be, but there is a steady improvement feeling you get watching Riverton and picking up a conference win against Jackson. Riverton basketball, by the way, made possible by Bailey Tire and Auto Service. Proud to support the Wolverines. They've got full-service tire and auto shops at 755 South Federal in Riverton, 1305 West Main in Lander. That's Bailey Tire and Auto Service. Back to action after the quick timeout. Leesburg works it up the floor. Evanston sub is Violet Cook into the ball game. Leesburg will stop for a mid-range 2 and knock it in. Taylor Leesburg has Riverton's first points, and we're tied at 2s with 3:40 to go first quarter. So it took nearly 4.5 minutes for Riverton to find a bucket, but the good news is Evanston's also only found one, and our first tie of the ball game, unless you count 0-0. Fessler to Barker, and Barker is pushed off the baseline. Get a foul down low on Riverton there. First team foul, and Lexi Taylor's first personal. Emma Lonsway going to bring it in. It's been an outstanding guard for Evanston. I remember being really impressed with her last year when we saw this team. Cook, 3 at the top. That's no good. Annalie West has just checked in. She saves the possession for Evanston down low. Kick it out to Fessler. Fessler, mid-range 2 left side. That's no good. Leesburg finally takes it away for the Lady Wolverines, trying to look ahead in transition for Vosika, and it's knocked out of bounds off a quick Red Devil hand. Aspen Gordon checks in. They're going to say that's off of Riverton, actually. Thought maybe an Evanston player knocked it away, but off of a Riverton player last. Crowd continues to fill in here. Expect it to be a little bit late arriving with folks getting off of work here in the early start. Boys basketball coming up next. 6 o'clock. Almost said 6:30. 6 o'clock, the projected start time there. Cook down the lane, stop for a 6-footer on the right side. That's no good. Tie up on the rebound is Lexi Taylor and Annalie West get involved in the wrestling match, and it's Riverton ball on the arrow this time. Leesburg and Rylan Brown played catch in backcourt, and Brown's pass is taken away by Barker. Barker looking to dish off, taken right back by Leesburg. Here comes Riverton now the other direction. Rylan Brown scoop it to the corner to Mathill, and up top to Leesburg. Taylin, 3 in and out, no good. Fight for the rebound. Timbree's got it up strong, can't get it to go, but she's fouled. I know I've said this on the broadcast, so sorry if I'm a broken record, but love the energy and the toughness that Timbree shows under the basket when she goes up for those rebounds. First to 2 from Timbree is no good off to the right side. Vosika's going to check back in. Rylan Brown gets her first rest. Timbree shooting 66% from the free throw line so far this season. Makes 2 out of 3, and this time she's going to make 1 out of 2. Riverton takes their first lead at the 2:20 mark of the first quarter at 3-2, and here's a traveling violation at backcourt. Give a pat on the back to Aspen Gordon for applying some aggressive defense on Annalie West, who shuffled the feet. Riverton with the possession only for a second as Lonsway strips it away. Lonsway, the distance scoop up, a tough right-hander, got it to go. And the Red Devils have the lead back at 4-3. Lonsway's first bucket. Lonsway and Barker, the 2 buckets for Evanston. Leesburg falls down. A lot of contact. Coach Bosner's got his arms up. Wants a foul call. Might be able to hear him in the microphone, but official says Taylin just slipped down. Coach Bosner, I think safe to say, body language-wise, disagrees. Fessler, pass is almost taken away. Body's on the floor, and it's finally gathered in backcourt by Brown, but Brown travels. A lot of turnovers here early on. Both teams still struggling to settle in here with Evanston on top of Riverton. 4-3 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Want to say hello to Jason Peterson watching on County 10's YouTube channel. Self-proclaimed #1 Wolverine fan. He's also watching from right behind me as our camera operator. Riverton gets whistled for the traveling violation now as Carson Vosika moves the feet. Jason commented in our chat window on County 10's YouTube channel. It's what we invite you to do if you want to interact with the broadcast. We'll shout you out and say hello to you. If you want to drop us a line, let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, as there's another scoop shot. Cassie Barker, this time from the left side, got it to go, and Evanston has a 3-point lead at 6-3, closing in on 1 minute to go first quarter. Leesburg dishes out for Vosika. Vosika's shot from the right side, no good, missed everything, and Brown picks it up. High dribble. Riverton bench wanted to carry, but not called. Lonsway scoops it in. Now loose ball foul on Timbree Mathill, I think. No, the official's pointing down low, but he does say it's on Timbree. Well, he pointed to a totally different player there for a second and faked me out, but I thought that should go against Timbry, and he got it. He was all over it. Lonsway, long two is a swish. Emma Lonsway with a pretty shot for a long two. And now Evanston's lead has built to 8-3. Leesburg uses a screen from Taylor, hits her on the roll. Taylor loses the handle. Aspen Gordon goes to the floor, trying to save it for Riverton. Scooped up by Cook. Here comes Evanston, one-on-one. Cook versus Leesburg, and Leesburg commits the personal foul. Free throws coming up for Cook. Taylor's first, Riverton third team foul here with just 23 seconds to go in the quarter. Violet Cook cannot hit the first one, too strong. See Rylan Brown check back in for Riverton. Lexi Taylor comes out. Thanks to Myers Gambles on Main Street in Lander. Excited to cheer on Fremont County athletes. Gambles has winning deals. Delivery is always free within 30 miles of the store. So if you live in Riverton, that includes you. Turn around, shop in town at Myers Gambles. Cook's second free throw is short. Riverton on the board. Here's Leesburg with 16 seconds to play in the quarter. Riverton down by 5. Looking for some points here before the quarter break. Leesburg has Brown on her defensively now with 5 seconds. Dribbles to the corner, looking underneath for Vosika. Pass is taken away by Evanston. Barker tried to go the distance. Not aware of the clock exactly, and it expires as she dribbles up the floor. So after one, a low-scoring contest here at Riverton High School. Both teams still settling in. It's Evanston 8, Riverton 3. Back in a minute with the second quarter on 105.1 Jack FM. Streaming video on County 10's YouTube channel.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals. Clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We've got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Join the fun. Chat about the game on County 10's YouTube channel.
Welcome me back to Wolverine Gymnasium. Jared Anderson and Jason Peterson with you. Second quarter is just underway, and the first of our doubleheader here on Tuesday night conference action. Traveling violation on Emma Lonsway before she gets the shot off. It's 8-3, Evanston on top of the Lady Wolverines on that Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Your Riverton basketball. Evanston applying full court pressure here. Riverton looking to bring it the length of the floor, get it into Leesburg. Just man-to-man pressure all the way up. Taylin works it up the floor relatively easily. Madison Brown with that aggressive defense, though, all over the floor. Go to the post. Aspen Gordon is hounded by a couple of defenders and travels with it. That was a difficult situation for Aspen as she got collapsed on by a couple of the trees down low and had nowhere to go really with the basketball. Evanston on the attack. Riverton digs in down there. 1-3-1 zone defense. Talked with Coach Bose about the 1-3-1. He's got a couple of variations, some wrinkles he throws into the 1-3-1. Of course, he didn't want to give away specifics on the air, but here's Brown for a three. That's a swish with a hand in her face. Madison Brown's first bucket of the ball game, and the Evanston lead slowly growing here as we're at 11-3 right now. Knocked out of bounds off of Leesburg last. Taylin had the possession, got into a tip ball match, I guess, with Emma Lonsway, and it went off a tail in last, so it goes right back to Evanston here on the possession. Riverton struggles on the offensive end continue. Scored just 27 at Star Valley on Saturday. Hoping for a better offensive outing here, but not off to the start they were hoping for. Brown will go high post to Simmons. Kieran gives it back to Lonsway. Emma's entry pass to the paint is slapped out of bounds by a Wolverine. Big weekend coming up at Riverton High School, the annual Ron Thon Wrestling Tournament. It's going to be over 600 matches here in Riverton, according to Mark Lenhart, that I was able to speak with. Missed shot taken away by Leesburg. She has it knocked out of bounds. It'll be Riverton basketball under their hoop. Lexi Taylor to trigger it in baseline left. That is always one of the best wrestling tournaments in the state. It's regarded as the toughest, as Brown off a cut goes strong, and she is fouled. So a couple of free throws coming for the Riverton junior. That is the first personal on Kieran Simmons. And team foul number 1 here in the second quarter. 6:14 remaining. It's 11-3. Evanston on top of Riverton with 2 free throws coming up. So you got hundreds of wrestling competitors that are going to be in town on Friday and Saturday. Brown's first is off to the right. Got a Riverton food truck effort. There's going to be a bunch of food trucks, beverages included up here at RHS to help out the parents and families that are in the gym all day. Brown can't hit either free throw, and rebound is cleared out by Brown. Here comes Evanston in transition. You compete regardless of class, too, with the Ron Thon, and that's honestly what makes it probably the toughest in the state. Even the state tournament, obviously, you're just competing against your respective class, so this really does find the best of the best in the state. Double dribble at midcourt gives it back to the Lady Wolverines. 2 minutes old here in the second quarter. It's 11-3 Red Devils. Leesburg gets past a defender, but loses the handle on the basketball. And Brown picks it up. Coach Barker wants a timeout. He's asking for a 30-second break. Emma Lonsway, Cassie Barker, both with 4 for Evanston. Maddie Brown has 3. Only field goal for Riverton. It's Taylor Leesburg, 2-pointer, and Timbri Mathill is 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Want to say thank you to Porter's Mountain View Supply in Riverton. They are your one-stop shop for grill, spa, stoves, pellets, and more. Porter's, proud to cheer on Fremont County athletes. Coach Barker breaks his huddle first. And Evanston 7-6 on the season. They're 3-0 in conference play. Wins over Rock Springs, Green River, and Jackson. Riverton 3-10 on the overall portion of the season. 1-2 in conference play. They also beat Jackson, but lost to that Green River team that Evanston beat. And lost to Star Valley on Saturday. Rock Springs coming up this Thursday for Riverton. 3 left side is no good by Fessler, and Mathill was there for the Riverton takeaway. Outlet to Taylor, up ahead to Vosica. Nice pass. Lexi Taylor finds Carson Vosica wide open. Good job out in transition from the Riverton freshman, and Vosica's got 2 points. Simmons around to Lonsway. Lonsway runner scooping shot is no good. Foul on the rebound is going to be assessed to Evanston. That's on Simmons. Kieran picks up her second of the quarter. She's got both Evanston team fouls here this quarter. And Cairo Shelstad checks in. Carson Vosica goes out. Man-to-man full court pressure still on from Evanston. Riverton trailing by 6. 3 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Shelstad hands off to Taylor, and now Leesburg has it near the midcourt center area, right side outside. Shelstad gets past a defender, stopped for a long 2, can't get it in off the glass. Leesburg puts it back up and in the lane. Taylor Leesburg's second bucket. She's got 4, cuts the lead to 4. Loose ball scooped up by Taylin. Taylin ahead of the pack to Mathill. Mathill racing against Brown, and Madison knocks it away out of bounds. Good job on the defensive hustle by Madison Brown, but a really nice takeaway on the other side by Taylin Leesburg as Riverton trying to capitalize on a couple of Evanston turnovers. Bounce pass to Leesburg is fouled on the way up. Tay's turn to shoot a couple. Madison Brown picks up her second personal, and that is team foul number 3. First and 2 from Taylin is too strong, no good. See Annalie West return for Evanston High. Leesburg's second will rattle home. She's got 5 now, and it is a one-possession game here nearing the midway point of the second quarter. 11-8. Red Devils on top. They've led by as much as 8, but Riverton has dug into this lead here with the last 5 points. West, tough off-balance shot right side, no good, but out of bounds off of Taylin. It'll stay Red Devil basketball. Lonsway comes to trigger it in, baseline right. Lonsway watches some cuts, has a wide open Barker, but Barker can't hit the layup. Lonsway the rebound, Shellstead knocks it away. Official up top says it stays Evanston ball. Looked like it went off of Cairo last. Nice job with the quick hands there from Shellstead. A lot of these bench kids from Riverton that also played JV just got done with the JV game. There was not an in-between game. The boys' game is usually what happens before varsity girls. Shot no good, and it's taken away by Lexi Taylor. Riverton's got the possession now with an opportunity to pull to within 1 with a 2 or tie with a 3. So some of these JV kids might be a little bit tired, including Cairo Shellstead, who tries a 3 at the top. That's no good, bounces out of bounds. Shellstead's 5th three-point attempt so far this season. Looking at the three-point statistics for Riverton, really the only consistent shooter to try three-pointers is Taylin Leesburg, who is at 30% from behind the arc. Lexi Taylor has shot 15 three-pointers and is 27% from three-point land. Underneath, big collision. Annalie West goes down. Lexi Taylor goes down, and they're going to call Lexi for a foul. That is her second, team foul number 1 on Riverton here in the second quarter with 3:12 remaining. It's 11-8. Evanston on top on that Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Leesburg leading scorer for Riverton with 5. West double teamed in the paint. Good defense by Riverton. Barker loses the handle, out of bounds. Right back to Riverton. No, they're going to say off of Riverton. Boy, I don't know about that. Coach Bosner turns around, looks in my direction, and has a scrunched face too. Shot no good. Love referees, and I want to point that out. Just heat of the moment every once in a while. I don't know. Keep in mind how fast basketball is, and if it's any consolation, Cassie Barker just got a foul, so it's going to be Riverton basketball anyhow. Leesburg works it up the floor for Riverton. Never want to come across like I'm picking on referees. They do a fantastic job across the board here in Wyoming, volunteering their time, traveling all winter. There's Mathill, tough shot, no good, lost the handle and is slapped across the arm. Timbry is going to get a couple of free throws. So Timbry Mathill 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Has an opportunity here to make this even closer. Riverton down by 3 right now, 2:37 to go second quarter. First for Mathill is a swish. Super Bowl 59 is set, much to the groans of a lot of Wyoming fans. Kansas City will take on the Philadelphia Eagles as Mathill's second is good. Reminder that KOVE Radio, 1330 AM, 107.7 FM will broadcast the big game made possible by Myers Gambles in Lander. Your home for sports on the radio. Our sister station, KOVE, got Wyoming Cowboy basketball coming up over there tonight around 6:30 as they take on San Jose State. Foul was on Timbri Mathill, her second, team second. Lonsway tries a three. That's no good. Put back by West is not going to drop, but she's fouled. A couple of fouls on Riverton here back-to-back. Rylan Brown picks up the second. That is her first. And free throws for West. Kimber Mathill comes to the check-in stand. First for West is no good, too strong. 1 point Red Devil lead for now at 11-10. Annalee West, one free throw pending. Second one will hit the front of the rim and continue to roll its way into the bucket. West gets the shooter's roll. Rylan Brown trapped in the corner and travels with it. Good effort, Cassie Barker and Violet Cook. Defensively, that is a tough spot to dribble the basketball to, right there in the corner, right across the time stripe and the out-of-bounds line. Riverton digs in defensively, 1-3-1. Lonsway has Leesburg on her, and Taylin just rips it away. Leesburg in transition, great bounce pass for Mathill, but Timbri can't handle it. Bobbled it and lost it out of bounds. Leesburg with a nice steal and a great feed up ahead. Unfortunately, no points for Riverton, but fun to see him break out of the pack with it. Lonsway has Gordon on her defensively. Right side, outside, they go to Violet Cook. Skip pass now for Fessler. As they play catch around the perimeter. Cook feeds the paint. Couple of Evanston players there get tangled up together. Not a lot of spacing down low, and a jump ball ultimately as Kimber Mathill jumps on the basketball to force the tie-up. Good job by Kimber, and it's Riverton possession. 90 seconds to play in the first half. Riverton trailing by 2. Barker with the steal in backcourt. Layup is no good. Lonsway grabs the basketball, blocked by Rylan Brown. Foul is called on Rylan Brown. Rylan's second. Emma Lonsway to the line. That, again, is Brown's second. And Shelsta's going to get the call to come in. First one from Lonsway is short. Shelsta comes in. Brown checks out. Coach Bosner presumably will keep her on the bench, trying to not get a third foul in the second quarter. Second free throw from Emma is good. Puts Evanston back up by 3 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard, 13-10. Mathill double teamed, give it back to Shelsta. Shelsta's got numbers, left side blocked by Barker. Yeah, Cassie Barker. As I struggle to spit that out, was Cassie with the big time block. Riverton ball. Aspen Gordon comes to trigger it in. Right side under her bucket. Slaps the basketball, sends Riverton into motion. Get it into Vosika, who is fouled. Emma Lonsway picks up her first. Nope, that's her second. I'm corrected. Carson Vosika shooting 2 times. She's got 2 points on the evening already. First for the freshman, too strong, no good. Thanks to Fremont Chevy GMC in Riverton supporting the Wolverines. Your hard work and dedication doesn't go unnoticed. Fremont Chevy GMC here for you every step of the way at 1401 North Federal in Riverton. Second from Carson, he's good. And it's a 2-point game. Cook on the floor 2 times. Hands up to Lonsway. Fessler back to Cook. Now Barker backing in. Turnaround 2 is good. Cassie Barker's got 6 to lead the Evanston attack. And here's a steal right at midcourt from Lonsway. Emma Lonsway, left-handed dribble, big block. Aspen Gordon, who followed the play, knocks it out of bounds. And the entire Riverton bench stands and applauds. Love the energy we've seen this season. Aspen Gordon started a while when Carson went down with an injury, and has been a nice spark plug off the bench too. Cook on the floor 1 time, hands back to West. Now left side outside Fessler. She feeds to Barker in the paint. Barker turnaround 2 off glass, no good. Vosika with the nice defense. Gordon with a nice rebound, and she's fouled in backcourt. Barker comes out of there with 2 thumbs up saying it was a jump ball, but the official says no, that was a foul. Cassie Barker will pick up her second. And free throws in the bonus here for Aspen Gordon. 19 seconds remaining in the first half. Riverton trailing by 4. Gordon spins the basketball. Lets the first one go. No good. Too strong. Maddie Brown checks back in. Jason and I will be back on the road on Thursday as Riverton visits Rock Springs. 6 and 7:30 the start times this Thursday night. Second one also too strong, no good. Barker clears the glass for the Red Devils, who work it up the floor with 12 seconds to go in the half. Brown looking for Lonsway, nearly stolen by Leesburg, but gathered back in. Cook in the lane, lose the handle. This time it is taken by Leesburg. Taylin's got 3 seconds. Can't get the shot away at the buzzer, but a nice step defensively from Taylin Leesburg right there. So at the half, it is the Evanston ladies leading Riverton 15-11. Riverton had 1 very brief lead in the first quarter at 3-2. That existed for less than a minute, and other than that, Evanston has had a lead. They've led by as much as 8. But no more separation than that. They were up 11-3 at one point, and then Riverton came back with a quick 5-0 run, and it's been relatively close, low-scoring first half here from Riverton High School. Again, at halftime, it's Evanston 15, Riverton 11. Coming up, the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show is presented by the Wyoming Department of Transportation. We'll take a look at first half scoring numbers, tell you a little bit about the boys game coming up here too. Your home for Riverton High School sports is 105.1 Jack FM, streaming video coverage on County 10's YouTube channel.
Welcome to Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton, where we exceed your expectations and deliver the best service possible. Located on Federal in Riverton, we're here to make local car shopping fun again. Explore our wide selection of new and used Chevrolet and GMC vehicles. As truck and trailering experts, we offer a variety of options tailored to your needs. Experience exceptional customer service and competitive prices. Visit our website at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com to find your next vehicle today.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com. Today.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We've got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Halftime coverage is made possible by the Wyoming Department of Transportation, reminding you to buckle up every trip, every time.
Welcome me back here to Riverton High School. Jared Anderson, Jason Peterson with you as we're looking at a halftime score of Evanston 15, Riverton 11. A defensive game, a lot of turnovers here in the first half, but this hard-fought physical game is well within reach for either team, obviously, at this point, including Riverton, who trailed most of the way through the first half, was 8-3 Evanston at the end of the first quarter, sitting at 15-11 here at halftime. This is the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show presented by the Wyoming Department of Transportation. It's a simple message from WYDOT. Seatbelts save lives. Takes you 1 second to click that seatbelt. So if you're driving home, if you're just getting off of work here on a Tuesday, first of all, congratulations. And as you make your way home, that commute, make sure you're buckled up, everybody's buckled up in that vehicle. Also, WYDOT reminds you to check out road conditions before you go in Wyoming winters. Go to wyoroad.info or call 511. You can use the WYDOT app too. Just because it's good where you are doesn't mean 20 miles down the road it's not a completely different story in Wyoming. So wyoroad.info is literally a lifesaver this time of year. Taking a look at individual scoring numbers. First for Riverton with their 11 points. They've got 5 from Taylin Leesburg. She's got 2 two-pointers and is 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Timbri Mathil's got 3 points. She's 3 of 4 at the free throw stripe. Mentioned earlier that her free throw percentage at 66% coming in here in this one, so she's improved that just a little bit. Carson Vosika is also on the board with 3 points as a field goal and is 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Evanston is led in scoring by Cassie Barker. She's got 6, 3 buckets all in the paint. Emma Lonsway not far behind her with 5 points. Got 3 from Madison Brown. Maddie's got the only 3-pointer of the contest so far, and 1 point from Annalie West. That's your scoring numbers here. Not a ton of points to recap as Evanston on top of Riverton. 15-11. Red Devils looking for their 8th win on the season and to stay perfect in conference play. Riverton trying to pick up win number 4 and get to 500 in conference play. That would be big, and it would be big to knock down an above 500 team too. So we'll see what the second half brings here. Both coaches in their second year, Mike Bosner and Roy Barker, addressing the teams in the locker room behind us. As you see the Riverton boys going through shoot-around right now. That'll be the second half of our doubleheader in just a little bit. 8-4 Evanston, 4-9 Riverton. Evanston coming off of a tough win against Jackson, 59-52. They've also knocked off Rock Springs and Green River, so they're perfect in conference play. Riverton lost at Star Valley on Saturday, 57-47. Beat Jackson before that here in Riverton, 45-33 at home. So RHS trying to get back on the right side of the conference scoreboard. That's coming up a little after 6 o'clock tonight. It was projected to be a 6 o'clock start time. We got this varsity girls game going about 12 minutes late, so I would anticipate just a skosh after 6 o'clock if you're coming up for the boys' game here tonight. Just a couple of moments away from resuming second half action. You're home for Riverton High School sports on the radio. It's 105.1 Jack FM, and always streaming video coverage of all varsity games on County 10's YouTube channel.
Northside Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes this season. Northside Body Shop is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in auto body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Javi and the crew got you covered at Northside Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander.
Welcome to Bailey Tire Pros, your local tire and auto repair specialists in Riverton and Lander. Say no to endless online tire listings and experience the convenience of local service. With unbeatable prices and top quality tires, we're here to change the game. Quality service and expert staff ensure you always get the right fit for your car. Choose local. Choose Bailey Tire Pros, where your satisfaction hits the road.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give him a call at 307-332-7184.
Back to the ball game. Here's the voice of Riverton Sports, Jared Anderson.
Halftime is concluding here with the Riverton High School marching band playing on. Evanston's ladies on top of Riverton here at the midway point, 15-11. Riverton back out on the floor first. Carson Vosika, Timbre Mathil, Lexi Taylor, Rylan Brown, Jalen Leesburg. The same starters will start the third quarter for Riverton High. Coach Barker sends his five out there. Kiernan Simmons, Emerson Fessler, Cassie Barker, Madison Brown, and Emma Lonsway. Same starters, looks like, on both sides. Evanston in the all-red away uniforms. Riverton in the all-white home uniforms. Jared Anderson here. Jason Peterson, our professional camera operator behind me at Wolverine Gym. Cassie Barker backing in the paint, gets the two to drop, her fourth bucket in the paint. She starts the scoring in the second half and makes it a 17-11 Evanston advantage. They're going to look for more, as here's a takeaway by Fessler. Gets on the floor to get the basketball, and the Red Devils push it up the floor. Lonsway goes left side to Brown. Brown down the lane, will travel with it. Kind of got tangled up there for a second, took a weird step. Actually comes up kind of holding her elbow, shoulder area, grimacing, but just took a weird spill. Has a sleeve on the left knee, not like a brace or anything, I don't think, but it is well padded. So maybe something minor pre-existing there. Taylor lose the handle at the top, and Lonsway takes it away. Barker hard to the paint is fouled. Big collision down there. Lexi Taylor is going to pick up her third foul, I think, here just 56 seconds into the third quarter. And she does. Aspen Gordon to the check-in stand, and Cassie Barker to the free throw line. First for Cassie, will roll over the rim and drop. She's got all the Evanston points here in the second half so far. Gordon comes in for Taylor. Cassie's second attempt is too strong, no good. Ryland Brown, good position for the rebound. Brown dribbles in backcourt, finds Leesburg. Taylin still in backcourt. Riverton's got to get it across, and they finally do to Ryland Brown. Now Leesburg from the paw, square to the basket. Didn't pull the trigger, though. Hands off to Vosika, right side outside. Now Brown. And Leesburg holds at the top. She'll take it to the dribble. Barker on her defensively. Riverton weaving at the top. Brown with it now to Leesburg. A little bit of space for three. Got it. Taylin Leesburg with Riverton's first three-pointer of the ball game. Cuts the Riverton deficit down to 4. Brown, entry pass to Barker in the paint. Barker scoops up a tough shot, gets it to drop. Cassie Barker's in double digits. Mathill holds right side to Brown. She lets a three go, and that's good. Ryland Brown, back-to-back three-pointers for Riverton. 20-17 here in third quarter action on that Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Played 2:15 of the third quarter. Shot is not going to find anything from Simmons on the right side. Brown's there to clear it away, and she's dribbling up the floor. Ryland uses screen from Leesburg, picks up the dribble, looking to hit Leesburg on the roll now through the paint. Scoop up a tough shot. She's got it. Riverton scoring buckets all of a sudden here in the third quarter. Leesburg's got 10. Barker, the distance, right side layup, no good, left it short. Vosika's got the board. Riverton trailing by a point, and Coach Bosner wants a timeout. Interesting that Riverton with some momentum on the offensive end. A Leesburg 3, a Ryland Brown 3, and Leesburg crashes to the paint hard, scoops up a tough shot, got it to go. Riverton back to within a point, and Coach Bosner wants to chat with the troops here with 5:12 remaining in the third. Riverton High School broadcasts made possible by the Wyoming Department of Transportation. Seatbelts save lives. Buckle up every time so you can stay in the game. Every time, every ride, thanks to White-Ut. So Riverton with a big surge of energy right there on the offensive side, which obviously is nice to see. Welcome for a team that's been pretty darn tough defensively. Ryland Brown's going to get an over and back violation. She dribbled in the front court, lost the handle all the way into backcourt. Coach Bosner unhappy with the call, but I didn't see a deflection of any kind up here. Evanston off the inbound, wide open on the left block is Anna Lee West. Lay it up and in. Evanston takes a 3-point lead back. Good dish. Mathill to a cutting Vosika. Can't hit the layup though. And here's Lonsway in transition for Evanston. Collision and a push foul on Taylin Leesburg. That'll be Taylin's second. Team foul number 2 on the Wolverines. 4:50 remaining third quarter. Way up top, Fessler is open for 3 from the Riverton Wolverine paw. Can't hit. Front of the rim. Vosika the rebound. Up ahead, Brown in transition. Left side block, wide open. Lay it in, Ryland Brown with her 5th points. Riverton back to within 1, and Brown was fouled. Missed the and 1 call there initially, I beg your pardon. Brown got it to go, and Fessler fouled her. Fessler's first, team foul number 1, and Brown with a chance to tie the game. In and out, stays out, nearly went back in. Fight for the ball off of Aspen Gordon. So Riverton's been within 1 a couple of times here in the third quarter. Just haven't gotten over that hump to claim the lead quite yet in the second half. Lonsway dribbling at the top near the midcourt center area. Mathill with aggressive defense. Fessler's got it. Back to Lonsway, and she's fouled on the floor by Brown. That's the third on Rylin. Shelsta's going to check in. Brown's going to come out. Kairos had a pretty big role here in the varsity game after playing a lot of JV right before this. She actually got poked in the eye late in the fourth quarter, had to go back to the training table and missed the last few seconds of the game because of a pretty tough eye poke. Shot no good, rebounded out by Riverton. Here's Shelsta up the floor, give it to Leesburg. Taylin at the free throw line, looking for Mathil underneath. Bounce pass too high, goes out of bounds.
Returning for Evanston, 33, Parker.
Riverton janitor with more cleaning supplies attached to him than I've ever seen anybody carry at one time before. I'm distracted by him in the corner of the gym. He's got 4 vacuums attached to his body and like three dusters on his back. He is ready for some deep cleaning. Foul on Aspen Gordon on the floor. Ball out of bounds. Taylin Leesburg just punches the inbound about 3 rows deep. 3:57 to go, third quarter. 22-21, the Red Devil advantage. Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Evanston basketball triggering it in for a third time here in their front court. Lonsway's got it. Mathil on her defensively. Runs to the corner underneath Barker. Turnaround 2 in the paint is good. Pretty shot. Soft touch for Cassie Barker, who now has 13. Riverton's got to find an answer for her defensively in the paint. She's been part of that game plan here in the second half. Shelsted to the elbow to Leesburg. She lets a 3 fly. That's no good. Lonsway rips it down and hands it off to Anna Lee West. Back to Emma across the timeline. Lonsway goes right side outside to Cook, who traveled with it. Never really got her feet set. Just kind of at an awkward angle received the pass and then tried to quickly get it into the paint. Traveled. 24-21. Red Devils on top. They've led all but about 45 seconds into this game. Riverton had a 3-2 lead in the first quarter. Leesburg bounce pass to Gordon, who was fouled. Violet Cook picks up her first team foul, number 2. And it's Riverton's ball. Leesburg to trigger it in under into the right of the bucket. Slaps it, watches a couple of cuts, now goes way up top to Shelsta. Cairo's got Brown on her defensively. Aggressive defense, and Brown's just going to take it away. Shelsta then commits a foul. No tie-up. Evanston not happy with that call. That was a quick one.
Substitution for Riverton, 20,
Shelsta will come out. Kimber Mathil checks back in for Riverton. Inbound pass taken away by Cook. Cook is on the sideline out of bounds. A lot happening here. Not a ton of points, but there's a lot happening. 24-21. We go back Riverton's direction with 2:56 to play, third quarter. Aspen Gordon is just in the Riverton backcourt. Will lob it into Kimber in the Riverton front court. Mathil take it to the dribble. Couple of left-hand bounces. Good find underneath to her sister, Timbry, who's fouled on the way up. Timbry's been at the line 4 times and has been successful 75% of the time so far. Anna Lee West picks up her second personal. Timbry's first this time is too strong, no good. Shelsta returns, Fessler returns for their respective squads. Riverton outscoring Evanston this quarter, 10-9 so far. Make it 11-9 as Timbry's second is good. Riverton back to within 2. 24-22. Evanston on top by a bucket. 2:43 to go, third quarter. Brown Looking for some separation against Shelsta. Throws it right to Mathil. Timbri, the distance. Defended. Lay it up and in. Timbri Mathil took a second to gather it. Does so. And she ties the game up with the individual effort. The steal. And now Mathil's going to get a foul. Looking for back-to-back steals. That's going to be Timbri's third. So nobody with 4 yet, but Rylan Brown's got 3, Lexi Taylor's got 3, Timbri Mathil's got 3. Keep an eye on that. And that is the 5th Riverton foul of the quarter. So free throws coming for Emerson Fessler. Fessler looking for her first points of the game. Emerson's first is nothing but net. She breaks the tie.
Returning for Riverton to Vosika.
Carson Vosika returns for Riverton. Fessler's second is also good. And here's a pass intercepted by Cook in backcourt. The distance, Violet lays it up and in, and she's fouled. Violet Cook's first bucket of the game is an and one.
Riverton foul, 1, Shelsta.
Cairo Shelsta picks up her first personal. And Violet looking for the 3-point play. Evanston right now on a 4-0 run. Shot no good, too strong. Vosika's going to track down the rebound. 2:10 remaining third quarter. It's 28-24. Evanston on top of Riverton's ladies on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Vosika holds the basketball into the corner to Shelsta. Cairo had it slapped out of her hands by Cook, but good hustle by Shelsta to track down the loose ball. Now Taylin's got it. Leesburg stares at Cook defensively down the lane, and a block foul going to be called. The official certainly dragging out the drama, taking a minute to think about it, then says the block charge decision is a block. Coach Barker waves the official over, wants to talk about it, and Coach Barker is upset with the body language this time. Leesburg's got 2 free throws. First and 2 for Taylin is in and out, no good. We'll see Kieran Simmons come back in for Cassie Barker. Leesburg trying to make this a 3-point game. Say hello to Nicholas watching with us on the YouTube channel, saying go Big Red. Thanks for being here, Nicholas. Leesburg hits the second one, her 11th point of the ball game. And Evanston holds a 3-point advantage here, late stages of the third quarter. Brown on the floor 2 times and gives it up to Cook on the left side. Around the perimeter they go, back to Madison Brown. Feed the paint down low. Hook shot off balance is no good for Simmons. Fights for her own rebound. Give it to Cook. Reverse layup attempt is fouled on that. And the Evanston energy level continues to rise on their bench. They've got bench players jumping up and down trying to get their team fired up. Aspen Gordon has foul number 2. Cook's first free throw, no good, off the back of the iron. Can make it a 4-point game, and she lets it go, no good. Well, too short, but Brown is there with the offensive rebound, snuck right behind a Riverton player, picks up the rebound and gets fouled on her way up, so now Madison Brown will shoot 2 times. Vosika draws her first foul. First one for Brown is no good. I want to thank Perfect Power Electric in Lander supporting the Wolverines. Give Perfect Power a call for your electric needs today. They're at 332-7184, 332-7184. Second free throw also no good, so Evanston goes over on that trip, and Leesburg races it up the floor for Riverton. Now Shelsta uses screen from Leesburg, looking to lob it to Brown down low, and that pass is intercepted by Simmons. Simmons in transition, almost picked off by Leesburg, but through her fingertips out of bounds. Evanston ball under their bucket. Lexi Taylor back in with those 3 fouls. Vosika checks out. We'll see Rylan Brown to the check-in stand, but they won't let her come in. Underneath, Cook can't get it to go. Second chance here. Cook basketball, loose ball now picked up by Shelsta off the floor. Cairo with 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Riverton trailing by 3. Shelsta picks up the dribble, right side, goes underneath to Taylor. Lexi turnaround, off glass, 2 is no good. Kimber's got the rebound, and she's going to get a tie-up call, quick tie-up, but a hand on the rebound, I think, from Emma Lonsway is going to give it to Evanston. A couple of real quick tie-ups this quarter. The previous one we mentioned was much quicker than that. Maybe not even another hand on the ball, in fact. Simmons, stop at the right side elbow, shoot it from there. That's no good. In and out. Another second chance for Evanston. Three-pointer from Brown is no good. Gordon, a tough rebound, then lose the handle. Out of bounds, right back to the Red Devils in their front court with 16 seconds to play, third quarter. Riverton could get some rebounds and some stops defensively. That certainly would be helpful here. Obviously just down 3 with a full quarter to go. Lots of opportunities for both teams still coming. There's Lonsway working on Brown. 3 seconds to go in the quarter. Does Evanston realize it? They'll hoist a tough one at the buzzer that doesn't come close. And at the end of 3, it's Evanston 28, Riverton 25. We've got a very interesting fourth quarter coming up from Wolverine Gym. Hope you'll stick around with us for it on 105.1 Jack FM and County 10's YouTube channel.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it's for a one-time use or event. That's why they offer tools and equipment rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Center, located at 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Get winter ready with Overhead Door. Don't let the cold in. It's time to prepare your garage door for winter. We'll give you safety, savings, and peace of mind. Our experts ensure your garage door is winter-proof with quality service and repairs. Trust the pros. Schedule your appointment today. Call 307-856-2210 or visit the website at overheaddoorriverton.com.
Watch the Wolverines on the County 10 YouTube page.
28-25. Evanston has a 3-point lead as we start the fourth quarter here. Conference girls basketball action. It's been tough. It's been physical. It's been low scoring, but it's been interesting the entire way through. Riverton starts with the possession here in the fourth quarter. Rylan Brown runs into a double team and hands it back left side outside to Leesburg. Now underneath to Taylor, double teaming down low. Leesburg dribble drive, off balance 2 is no good. Foul on the rebound is going to be called against whom? That's on Emerson Fessler. So Evanston picks up the first foul of the fourth quarter, and Riverton gets an opportunity to reload with the possession. Taylin under into the left of her own bucket, looking for a good long time off of the hands of Aspen Gordon, taken away by Fessler. Bounce pass it to Lonsway in transition. Wild shot is no good off the backboard. She tried to scoop it up with her shoulder, her opposite shoulder to the basket. Underneath, Leesburg, good pass to Taylor. Lexi can't hit the layup, though. And Simmons had it for a second. Slapped out of her hands by Gordon. It'll be Evanston ball with the length of the floor to go. Say hello to Dwayne watching with us, saying let's go Lady Wolverines, get a much-needed win. Be fun Fun to see them pick up another conference win and get to 2-2. Maybe challenge for the 4A West this year. Here's Mathill with a steal. Knocks it on the floor. Rylan Brown is there to take it away. Right back to Timbry. Timbry gathers, slows it up. Taylor underneath. Good find to Gordon. Wide open. Lay it up and in. Good court vision from Lexi Taylor. Aspen Gordon with a nice position down low to finish off the play. And a blocking foul on Riverton. I think that's what I get for thinking it's on Mathill. Timbry Mathill picks up personal foul number 4. We mentioned those 3 girls with 3 fouls for a while, and now Timbry's picked up her 4th. With 6:51 still to play, she'll check out. Barker off the inbound, shoot for 2 in the paint. That's no good. Out of bounds off of a Riverton hand last. I think Leesburg with a fingertip on it. Taylin's got 11. She leads the Wolverine effort. Cassie Barker's got a game-high 13 for Evanston. 6:45 to go. It's a 1-point game. There's Lonsway, corner 2, knocks it in from the right side. Emma Lonsway with that pretty shot. She's got 7. Brown, bounce pass in transition intended for Vosika, is knocked out of bounds. RHS basketball with 6:29 remaining. Simmons returns for Evanston. This is the only game of the week for Evanston. Coming off of that trip to Jackson on Saturday. Inbound intended for Brown off of her fingertips, gathered in by Gordon. Shoot for 2 in the paint. That's a little bit short. No good. Fessler's there to clear it away for Evanston. Red Devils march it up the floor with a 3-point lead. We've played nearly 2 minutes of fourth quarter basketball. Lonsway holds at the top and slows everything down. Backs it off now. Taylor on her defensively. Height mismatch there at the guard position. Fessler wants a 3. Lets it go. It's good. The leading 3-point shooter for Evanston has her first of the game. That's Evanston's second 3-pointer. The answer from Leesburg, corner 3, no good, and out of bounds off of the Red Devils, so it'll stay Riverton basketball. But all of a sudden here, Evanston's built a 6-point lead, and 5:45 remaining. 6 points in this game feels like a decent amount. Obviously, it's still just a 2-possession game with a lot of game left. Brown, left side block, knocked to the floor. Loose ball will get the tie-up eventually, and now it comes. It'll be Evanston arrow. Going to send Mathill back in with those 4 fouls. She was only out for a short stretch. Next dead ball, she'll come back in. Riverton digs into the 1-3-1 defense. Done a nice job on this end of the court all game long. Almost a steal by Taylor. Now she does take it away. Poked it high in the air, grabbed it, and she's fouled in backcourt. Great job all around. Lexi Taylor defensively. Cassie Barker picks up the personal. That's Cassie's 4th. So now Evanston's leading scorer in foul trouble. She's going to come out. Emma Lonsway returns. 6-point advantage for Evanston as Leesburg, tough shot right side, fadeaway, couldn't get it to go. Aspen Gordon in the paint, jumped straight up, came back down with it, traveled. Almost had a look at a second chance there, but the turnover gives it back to the Red Devils. That makeup game against Rock Springs coming up on Thursdays, another team that Coach Bosner thinks that Riverton certainly can hang with. It's been an up-and-down season for the Tigers, too, so that's going to be interesting here in another 48 hours. And I think they're going to enjoy a shorter bus ride this time as opposed to that trip to Afton, which Coach told us about 6 hours on the bus due to some bad roads. Shot from the right side is no good, but a Riverton foul on Aspen Gordon, and Cook is going to go to the line. That is the 3rd now on Aspen. Violet Cook 0 for 1 at the line today, but does have 2 points. Violet's first of 2 this time is good. Crowd filing in nicely here at Wolverine Gym on a rare, I guess it's not going to be rare, but right now it's a rare Tuesday. Cook's free throw is good. We'll get some Tuesdays in the month of February here at Wolverine Gym. Kind of like these weeknight games. Here's Taylor, left side outside, put it on the floor a couple of times. Now she'll work it up top. And a steal by Lonsway at the top. Emma, the distance one-on-one is fouled hard by Lexi Taylor. Lonsway gets knocked to the floor hard. Taylor gives up the foul, is to not give up the easy layup, but that was a tough collision there, and luckily Lonsway is going to get up. The official checking to make sure she's okay. She nods her head yes. Lexi Taylor with 4 fouls, so Taylor and Mathill both with 4. Evanston guard misses the first one. In and out, no good. She's got 7 points on the night so far. Ryland Brown checks back in for Riverton. Lexi comes out for a rest with those 4 fouls. Timbri Mathill on the floor currently with 4. Lonsway's second attempt is good, so an Evanston run here the last couple of minutes puts them up by 9, 36-27. Remember, we were tied at 24s. It was a 1-point game just a few moments ago. And it's been some Evanston momentum the last couple of minutes of game time. See if Riverton can start to chip in on the differential here with 4 minutes to go in the game. They'll weave at the top. Brown's going to double dribble with it. Kimber Mathill ready to come in. She's going to go get Rylan.
Returning for Riverton 20, Mathill.
Lonsway in backcourt. Mathill guards her all the way up the floor. Lonsway right past the defender, crashes hard to the lane. She is pushed and fouled, and I think that's on Aspen Gordon. It is, so Aspen joins the 4-foul club. Aspen's got 4, Lexi's got 4, Timbri's got 4. Emma Lonsway shooting 2 again. First one rattles out, no good. Second one is good. 10-point game. Emma Lonsway's got 9 on the evening. 6 o'clock. KTUG, Hudson, Lander, Riverton. I'm Jared Anderson. Jason Peterson is our camera operator on the County 10 YouTube channel. Lady Wolverine basketball. Leesburg in the lane, puts it up for 2. She's got it. She's got a team high 13, makes it an 8-point game. 3:25 remaining. Riverton with 4 fouls, so none to give, if that makes sense here, with still 3:15 remaining. Looking for a turnover and some tough defense, and now Coach Barker wants a timeout. 3:13 remaining in the ball game. It's Evanston 37, Riverton 29. Friendly reminder for basketball fans and radio coverage tonight. University of Wyoming basketball will be over on our sister station, KOVE, 1330 AM and 107.7 FM. Wyoming Cowboys taking on San Jose State on the road. The pregame show just getting underway there with Kevin McKinney and Keith Kelly, and tip-off at 6:30. Of course, your home for Cowboy and Cowgirl basketball is KOVE. That's also where you'll find Super Bowl 59 coverage, which we're proud to bring you again this year. Chiefs, Eagles. Jason, who you got? Chiefs or Eagles? Eagles. We were both hoping for the Bills, but didn't come to fruition, unfortunately, for Josh Allen, former Poke. But either way, we'll have radio coverage, and that's made possible exclusively by the good folks at Myers Gambles in Lander. They've got the big game sale going on now at Myers Gambles, 20% off living room furniture. So if you're thinking about new living room furniture for your big game party or just living in general, up to 20% off now at Myers Gambles. Turnaround shop in town. Delivery always free, too, within 30 miles of the store. So Riverton folks can order from Gambles, get that free delivery. Evanston basketball for a moment. They're going to travel with it. Coach Barker frustrated. That is not at all what he drew up on the sideline right there to point out the obvious, which is what broadcasters love to do. Riverton trailing by 8 as we hit the 3 minutes to go mark. Leesburg wants a quick three, in and out. Dishpans on the left side, no good. Mathil battled for the rebound off of her hands, though, on the baseline and out of bounds. Riverton applying the full court pressure, man-to-man, Lonsway. Now to Cook. Cook's got Taylor on her defensively. Riverton doing a nice job here, but Lonsway's just going to break that 10-second count, but she carries as soon as she gets it into the front court for Evanston. So sometimes it's in a roundabout way that pressure pays off, where you're so relieved that you lose focus as soon as you get it over the timeline. Lob underneath Taylor, fade away too, got it. Nice pass from Leesburg. Lexi Taylor with the fade away from the left side. Makes it a 37-31 game. Fessler gathers in the right corner. Hands to Lonsway. Underneath they go to Barker. Barker right past her defender, lay it up and in. And you got 3 Wolverines with 4 fouls out there. Nobody wants to pick up foul number 5, so there might be some easy buckets. Here's Vosika quickly on the other side. That's no good. Rolls out of bounds, and it's Evanston basketball. Barker still got the Evanston team high with 13, but now Leesburg has tied her for game high honors, also with 13. Inside of 2 minutes remaining, 39-31. Red Devils on top. Underneath, give it up to Barker, lay it up and in. So now Barker claims that game high honor again, and more importantly, it is a 10-point game. Leesburg off a screen, right side, got it to go. Continuation and one. Taylin Leesburg with a big play. Violet Cook's second foul, third on Evanston. Leesburg, an opportunity to make it a 7-point game at the line. Taylin takes a deep breath, lets the free throw go, no good, off to the left side, and Cook is there to gather in the rebound. She'll give it up to Brown. Maddie travels with it. Maddie took a big step and just kept sliding. So 1:36 remaining now. Riverton down by 8, 41-33 with possession. Need a quick bucket, maybe a takeaway. Again, to point out the obvious. Through the hands of Aspen Gordon, ball out of bounds. That is not what Riverton was hoping for. Maddie Brown back in. Simmons will come out. Lady Wolverine Tatum Tyra in attendance in this one. Had surgery last week. ACL tear. Coach Barker wants a 30-second timeout. Suffered that injury in just game 3 of the season. That was back at the Stranigan Classic here in Riverton. And just as we've alluded to on the broadcast before, is just tough for her to have to give up her junior year playing basketball. She was poised to have a nice season too, add some height to the Riverton lineup, and had been working a lot in the offseason, Coach Bosner said. Also a volleyball player, so I know she's hoping to make it back for the volleyball season, but that's going to be a tough turnaround, a long rehab in front of her, but glad to see her in attendance. Looks like, fingers crossed, that surgery went well for Tatum Tyra. 1:29 remaining in the game. Riverton trailing by 8, 41-33. Evanston basketball, length of the floor to go. Boys game coming up in just a few moments here on Jack FM and County 10's YouTube channel. Lawn's way past the defender, right side shot, no good, knocked out of bounds Riverton's direction. Evanston doesn't really need to shoot that early in the possession. Lawn's way obviously felt like she had a open shot, but time is on their side. Leesburg lets it bounce up the floor, now picks it up, looking for a screen at the top. It's Lexi Taylor at the elbow. Lexi, tough off-balance shot for two is no good. There's a takeaway by Mathill in backcourt, though. Timbry loses the handle. Lexi scoops it up, no good. Timbry, another rebound. She's got free throws with 57 seconds to go now. Say hello to Linda checking in, saying let's go Wolverines. Thanks for being here, Linda. Mathill to the line, trying to make this a little bit closer. Just 57 seconds remaining, but Riverton can draw to within 2 possessions here if she hits both free throws. First one is good. Second for Timbry, lets it fly, and it's no good, too strong. Fight for the rebound comes to Brown, and Madison works it up the floor across the time stripe to set up the Evanston offense. Lonsway holds at the top as Leesburg on her defensively, and Tay Lynn's going to give up the foul. I was going to say Tay Lynn probably should be the one, her or Vosika, on the floor, because Gordon, Mathill, and Taylor out there all have 4. Taylor now with 3. Lonsway with 9 points. She's 5 of 8 at the free throw line. She has shot a lot. The guard hits the first one. Can put Evanston back up by 9 right here. Let's it go. Too strong, no good. Lexi Taylor, long hunt for the rebound. She's got it. There's Mathill, right side, outside. Riverton needs to look to score quick. Taylor for 3 at the top, no good. Mathill, rebound, scoops it up, can't get it to go, and it's finally muscled away by West, who was then fouled. No, traveled. Anna Lee West, traveling violation. Will give it to Riverton. 29 seconds remaining. It's RHS ball down by 8. Lexi Taylor to inbound, baseline right. Bounce pass it right to Annalie West, taken away by the Red Devils. Give it to Cook. She's fouled by Leesburg. Tay Lynn's 4th with 26 seconds to go. And Violet Cook will shoot 2 times and can all but seal this game for Evanston, who looks like they're going to improve to 4-0 in conference play, 8-6 overall, as the first one for Violet is good. Can make it a 10-point game here. And she does. Another nice effort by this Riverton team through most of the game, but Evanston with the energy just pulling away here in the 4th quarter. We were tied late in the 3rd, and a steal by Lonsway in backcourt is going to seal this one for Evanston. 10 seconds to go. Red Devils going to just dribble this basketball out. Final score will go 44-34. And there's the horn. Riverton girls drop to 3-11 overall, 1-3 in conference play. Evanston improves to 8-6 and 4-0 in 4A West play. Again, another hard-fought effort by Coach Bosner and these Lady Wolverines. Thought they showed a lot of grit, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Just A big run by Evanston there from about the 6-minute mark of the fourth quarter through the remaining part of quarter number 4. Coach Barker and Coach Bosner share a hug at half court. Some mutual respect, give each other pats on the back. And Riverton will head off to the locker room. They've got a quick turnaround with Rock Springs coming up on Thursday and a road trip for these Riverton ladies in 48 hours. 44-34 the final score. Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show coming up in just a couple of moments. Final scoring numbers and more straight ahead. You've been listening to Riverton High School girls basketball on your home for the Wolverines, 105.1 Jack FM and County 10's YouTube channel.
To Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton, where we exceed your expectations and deliver the best service possible. Located on Federal in Riverton, we're here to make local car shopping fun again. Explore our wide selection of new and used Chevrolet and GMC vehicles. As truck and trailering experts, we offer a variety of options tailored to your needs. Experience exceptional customer service and competitive prices. Visit our website at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com to find your next vehicle today.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com. Today.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We've got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmvs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
To recap today's game, this is the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. Here's the voice of Riverton Sports, Jared Anderson.
Tough one for the Riverton girls. Ultimately, they fall to Evanston 44-34 after a competitive, tough, hard-fought basketball game was close throughout. Riverton held a lead at 3-2 in the first quarter for about 45 seconds, but that was the only time Riverton was in front here in this game. They trailed 8-3 at the end of one, down 15-11 at halftime. Riverton tied it up at 24s in the third quarter, but would never recapture the lead. They trailed 28-25 to start the fourth, and then Evanston just pulling away there, especially in the last 6 minutes of the ball game. 44-34, the final score. This is the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. Bailey's your tire professionals. Now is the time, if you've got bald tires, to think about getting some great winter tires, and the tire pros at Bailey's can help you out there. They've got 2 full-service tire and auto shops in Fremont County, 1305 West Main in Lander or 755 South Federal Boulevard in Riverton. Bailey Tire and Auto Service, proud to cheer on Fremont County athletics. Final scoring numbers in this one individually. First for the Lady Wolverines, Taylor Leesburg with an outstanding game. She finishes with 15 points. Individually, only Riverton player in double digits. Timbri Mathill with a nice game too, especially on the glass. She finishes with 7 overall. Rylan Brown finishes with 5. 2 points for Lexi Taylor and 3 points for Carson Vosika. Aspen Gordon also had 2 points. Looking down the line here, Riverton bench with just 2 points overall, so not a lot of bench productivity there. Mainly the starters scoring for Riverton, and of course just 34 points. Coach Bosner has told us before they've got to score in the 40s for them to feel like they can be successful, and that not the case here tonight. Evanston finished with Cassie Barker finishing with 15 points, so she ties game-high honors with Taylor and Leesburg, both of them at 15. Emma Lonsway also got into double figures thanks to a lot of free throws. Lonsway goes 6 of 8 at the line. She finishes with 10 total points. Emerson Fessler finishes with 7. 3 points tonight for Madison Brown. Missed Violet Cook in there. Violet Cook at 6, including going 5 of 6 at the line. So Violet Cook also doing very well at the charity stripe. 3 points for Anna Lee West, and that rounds out the scoring for Evanston. Red Devils improved to 8-6 on the season. They are a perfect 4-0 in conference play. Riverton girls dropped to 3-11 overall, 1-3 in conference play. And like I mentioned, Evanston's back at it next week. They get the rest of the week off. Riverton has a quick turnaround on Thursday. They go to Rock Springs. The second half of our doubleheader is just a couple of moments away. We'll reset the scene, get you ready for boys basketball in just a couple of moments. Once again, the final score in the girls' game, it was Evanston 44, Riverton 34. Boys basketball in just a couple of minutes on your home for RHS Sports, 105.1 Jack FM and County 10's YouTube channel.
Kane and Associates CPAs, we serve clients across Fremont County and beyond with top-tier accounting services. From individual taxes to business consulting, our creative and precise team offers tax management, estate planning, and more. You'll find us engaged and meticulous to ensure each client gets personalized guidance. Visit rivertoncpa.com to learn more about our services and how we can help you achieve financial success.
The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi, or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
Who is RE/MAX All-Star Realtors? We're a professional real estate agency where your success is our priority. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we're here to guide you every step of the way. With unmatched professionalism and a track record of delivering results, we're your trusted partners in real estate. Your success is our top priority. Find your perfect property with RE/MAX All-Star Realtors. Contact us at 307-856-7827 or visit remaxriverton.com.
At Redden Kane and Associates CPAs, we serve clients across Fremont County and beyond with top-tier accounting services. From individual taxes to business consulting, our creative and precise team offers tax management, estate planning, and more. You'll find us engaged and meticulous to ensure each client gets personalized guidance. Visit rivertoncpa.com to learn more about our services and how we can help you achieve financial success.
Wolverine basketball is on the air. Let's go courtside with the voice of the Wolverines, Jared Anderson.
And very good Tuesday evening to you. Welcome inside of Wolverine Gymnasium, set for the second of our doubleheader here tonight. Jared Anderson, Jason Peterson, along with you on County 10's YouTube channel and 105.1 Jack FM, where we're set for boys basketball here. Riverton and Evanston set to do battle after Evanston knocked off the Riverton girls by 10 points, 44-34 in just a few moments ago. Evanston's boys are 8-4 this season. They're 3-0 in conference play. Riverton 4-9 overall and 2-1 in conference play. Evanston knocked off Jackson last Saturday, 59-52. They've beaten Green River and Rock Springs before that. So 3 wins in a row for this Red Devil team. Riverton lost to Star Valley their last trip out, 57-47. Before that, though, last time on this court, beat Jackson 45-33. Evanston's had an interesting schedule. They beat Star Valley, which is a conference opponent for them. Didn't count for a conference game at the Stranigan Classic here in tournament play. They have wins over Bear Lake, Idaho, Idaho Falls, Teton, Idaho, and they beat Pinedale. So a lot of Idaho schools this year on the Evanston lineup, and they've got losses to Cheyenne East, Cheyenne Central, Uinta, Utah, and Bonneville, Idaho. It's Rob Watsabaugh in his 5th year in charge of this Evanston team. Wyoming Cowboy fans may remember the name Rob Watsabaugh, former Poke. Bo Sheets in his 8th season in charge of Riverton High School. Evanston they've got a lot of different competitors that can score, but when you look at points, they've got kind of this 3-headed monster that all finish in double figures and have all season long. Riker Lind, Clayton Cook, Jordan Mendez. Those will be some of the names you'll want to listen up for because they are impactful, and they've got 3 guys, again, averaging in double digits. Rob Watsabaugh looking for his first winning season as a head coach. They did qualify for state last year, but have not had an above 500 record, and they're feeling confident. They're at the top of the 4A West standings at 8-4, and they've got a very senior-heavy team this year. So Rob Watsabaugh thinks his team certainly is on the upswing, and so far this season they have proven that. Starting lineups being introduced to the crowd now at Wolverine Gymnasium, and we'll start our starting lineup check with the visiting Evanston Red Devils. They look like this. Jordan Mendez, a senior, number 4, 12.1 points per game, 3.5 assists per game. Number 10 is Riker Lind, a senior, 15.3 points per game, leads this team in scoring, also averages 5.5 rebounds. 13, Jay Hill, a senior, averages 8 points per game. Number 14 is Clayton Cook. Cook, a senior, 12.5 points per game, 8.5 rebounds per game. And number 21 is Brenner Lim. Lim, a senior, 5.7 points per game. Riverton comes out starting lineups like this tonight. Number 11 is Aiden Kelly. Kelly, a senior, 7.1 points per game. Number 15 is Brandon Monroe. Monroe, a senior, 4.7 points per game. 33, Malachi Smith, a senior, 11.9 points per game and 8 rebounds per game. Number 1 is Eric Smith, a junior, 5.5 points per game, 2.1 assists per game. And number 55 is senior Ryan Cox. Cox averaging 6.4 points per game, 6.5 rebounds per game for the nice consistent effort there, points and rebounds. It's Clayton Cook to win the opening tip here as we are set for basketball. Get that Fremont Chevy scoreboard working on your screen in just a moment, I promise you. There we go. First shot was no good by Evanston as I do my best on technical stuff with the game going on. When it comes to button pushing, it's not exactly my strong suit. There we go. Fremont Chevy scoreboard is now officially on your screen. Riverton's first possession as they work to my right here at Wolverine Gym. That is the north side of Riverton High School. Malachi Smith in the paint. Turnaround shot for 2. No good. Knocked out of bounds. Off of Riverton last goes to Evanston. Red Devils in their away all-red uniforms. Evanston written across the front of their jerseys in white block letters. Riverton in the home white uniforms trimmed in cardinal red. Riverton written across the front of their jerseys in cardinal red lettering. Lim holds at the top. Goes left side outside to Jay Hill, and now back to Mendez. Mendez put it on the floor a couple of times and work it around the perimeter. This is Jay Hill with it again. He's got Kelly on him defensively. Hands off to Lind. Kelly's going to knock this one out of bounds with active hands. Hill, the inbound man in the Evanston front court, looking for the first points of the game. Clayton Cook posting up for a second, kicks it up top to Hill, and now Jay gives off to Mendez. Lim will try a 3, left side, no good, skims off, and Malachi's up high for the Riverton rebound. No score, 90 seconds into the ball game. Eric Smith works it up the floor for the Wolverines. Kelly, Smith, and Monroe get the start tonight. Hernandez will be one of the first ones off of the bench. Josiah, kind of that fourth guard that they alternate the starters with. Jump ball underneath. Possession arrow favors the Wolverines down low. Kelly sends it into Cox. Ryan, long two right out of the inbound is no good. And the rebound tracked down quickly by Riker Lind. Lind hands off to Lim. Got Lind and Lim out there for Evanston here in the starting lineup. Now Cook will try a shot. Left side block. That's no good. Rims out. Malachi's got his second board of the game. 2 minutes old here. No score from Riverton High School. Wolverine students filing in on jersey night. Got a bunch of different respective jerseys in the crowd at all levels. Got a Riverton jersey, a lot of pro jerseys, a couple of college jerseys. Representing a lot of different teams. Cox, high post, tried to get it low post to Malachi. Now ball knocked to the floor, and Brenner Lim's got it. And he is fouled in backcourt. That's Ryan Cox with the first foul of the game. Blake Gattenbein will be the first Wolverine sub into the ball game. Ryan Cox and Aiden Kelly check out. So it is Blake Gattenbein and Bo Sheets. Or Bo Anderson. Coach isn't going to check in and play as much as he'd probably like to. 3, Jay Hill, left corner, got it to go, got tripped up too, but no foul called, but the 3 still counts. Jay Hill with the first points of the ball game makes it 3-0 Red Devils. Took us nearly 3 minutes to get points on the board. Blake goes right side outside. Hernandez. Now back to Eric Smith. Long 3, nothing but net. Eric Smith knocks it in from way downtown, and we're tied at triples. Hill underneath, pump fake, can't get it to go, leaves it short, fights for his own rebound, but it's out of bounds into deep on the baseline. It's Riverton basketball here after the Eric Smith long 3. We're tied 3 apiece. Eric goes left side to Blake. Riverton quarterback bounce passes it to Malachi up top. Smith faces the basket. Gives it up to Hernandez. Josiah behind the back dribble and reloads to Blake. Evanston in a man-to-man defense. Here's a cutting Anderson to the basket. Can't get it to go. Partially blocked. Anderson hits the deck, and Evanston's out in transition. Jay Hill picks it up. Gives it to Clayton Cook on the elbow. Now open for 3. Missing was Mendez, but long rebound comes to Brenner Lim. And Evanston will reload again. Here's Hill, jump stop in the lane, swatted by Malachi Smith. Taken away by Hernandez. Hernandez wants to push. Malachi, long 3, no good. And Anderson gets a tough save, but saves it right to a Red Devil. Anderson goes halfway into the locker room tunnel, finally back out on the playing surface. 3 is missed from Riker Lind. And Riverton tracks down the rebound. Kelly, Sheets, and Cox all at the check-in table for the Wolverines. Smith picks up the dribble and hands it to Anderson. Bo backing in, pump fake, get it back to Eric. Corner 3, contested, it's good. Eric Smith has 2 3-pointers, and Riverton leads 6-3. Lim works it across the timeline. Jay Hill's wide open for 3. He'll knock that down. So Eric Smith, 6. Jay Hill, 6. All we've had so far are 3-pointers, 5 minutes old from Wolverine Gym. Almost a takeaway, tipped by Mendez into backcourt. Loose ball foul. Eric Smith hit the deck and is charged with his first personal. Eric Smith and Ryan Cox both have a foul for Riverton, and it's Red Devil basketball in their front court. Jay Hill will trigger it in the Red Devil front court. See Riker Pace and Brooks Searle check in for subs for Rob Watsabaw's squad. Brandon Monroe back out there for Riverton. Josiah Hernandez comes out. Searle at the top. He'll try a three. That's no good. And Ryan Cox with a nice box out down low. Hands to Kelly. Tied at 6. 2:40 remaining first quarter. All 3-pointers have attributed to the scoring so far. Ryan holds it above his head at the top. Now gives it to Monroe. Brandon, dribble drive to the free throw line. Kicks to Sheets. Long two for Clay. Nearly banked it in. Couldn't get it to go. Now Evanston quickly wants to push the tempo. Mendez can't hit it under the basket. Wild, frantic pace. Maybe a little out of control that time. Brandon Monroe's going to spot up for a three. Left side. That's no good. Rims out of there. Hill to Searle. Now underneath. Riker Pace working on Ryan Cox. Posts up against him. Goes up top to Hill. Not a lot of stoppages in this one so far. Quick transition tempo. Both teams one and done a lot. Jay Hill zigging and zagging on the dribble. Monroe's on him. Now Pace loses the handle for a second, but Searle's there to save it. Riverton in a man-to-man defensively. 90 seconds remaining first quarter. This may be the slowest possession we've had so far as Evanston continues to work a lot of passes around. Mendez looking to go post. Pace double-teamed. Kicks it out to Hill. Hill loses the handle, and Blake's there to scoop it up. Gattenbein wants to push, and he's going to double dribble. Blake picked it up, put it back on the floor right across midcourt, was looking to pass the entire time, and maybe not 100% concentration on what he was doing with the dribble. Anderson's going to return for the Wolverines. Clay Sheets checks out. Brenner Lim checks back in for the Red Devils. 6 apiece, 1:10 remaining first quarter on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Eric Smith has all 6 for Riverton. Jay Hill's got all 6 for Evanston. Lady Wolverines went down in defeats, 44-34 if you missed it earlier. Great competitive game. Riverton tied it late third quarter, only down by 3 to start the fourth, but outscored by 7 in the fourth quarter and just outworked the final few minutes of the game. Here's a takeaway from Malachi. Up ahead to Eric. Scoop up a layup. Got it to go. It's Eric Smith, 8. Evanston, 6. Good steal and pass by Malachi. 42 seconds remaining first quarter. Mendez, crossover dribble on Eric Smith. Eric with great defense. Dribble drive shut off. Now to Searle. Brooks does a nice job collecting it before it goes over and back. He'll scoop up and off. Balance shot in the lane. That's no good, but a putback. Riker Pace. Right place at the right time for Riker to grab the wild miss there and put it back up and in. 8 apiece on the scoreboard now. 12 seconds remaining in the first quarter as Smith holds the dribble way up top for Riverton. Eric, long 3, no good. Shot goes even longer with 3 seconds remaining. And a push foul down low. Coach Sheets is going to talk to Eric Smith maybe about that shot selection. That was from way up top. And I don't doubt he can make it from there, but could have gotten a little closer. Lim hoists a tough one at the end of the first quarter that doesn't draw much except clanking off the backboard. 8-8 at the end of one. Fast-paced first quarter. Come on back for the second with us on your home for the Wolverines, 105.1 Jack FM and County 10's YouTube channel.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Back to the ball game. Here's the voice of Riverton Sports, Jared Anderson.
8-8 after the first quarter here on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Evanston starts with possession here in the second quarter. Brenner Lim is wide open for a three. Cannot hit it, though. Long rebound is poked all the way back out to Lim, and then Lim, guarded by Aiden Kelly, going to lose it in the Wolverine bench. Riverton takes over here 19 seconds in to the second quarter. I don't know if I had a chance to catch my breath at all in the first quarter. That was fast-paced action, not a ton of stoppages, and we're tied at 8. Eric Smith has all 8 for the Wolverines. Jay Hill's got 6 for the Red Devils. Riker Pace has 2, and Riker's got the only 2-point bucket of the ball game. Here's Smith at the top, stop at the free throw line. The only 2 for Evanston, I should say, is Eric had a 2 for Riverton. Smith tries another long 3. That's no good. Knocked away out of bounds. Off of Evanston, though, is crashing in on the play was Riker Lind out of his fingertips. It is Wolverine ball. Kelly will come trigger it in, under into the left of his own hoop. Give it to Malachi. Spin in the lane. 362 is too strong. And Lind gets the ball and then was fouled by Brandon Monroe. Brandon's first, team foul number 1 here in the second quarter. Say hello to Honey checking in. Honey Monroe says, let's go Wolverines, rooting for number 15, Brandon Monroe. Thank you for being here, Honey. Appreciate that. Linda, Dwayne, Nicholas, Jason, also checking in on County 10's YouTube channel. Evanston possession, we're tied at 8, still looking for the first points here in the second quarter. Jay Hill attacks the basket, can't get it to go, but Cook scoops up the rebound and puts in the bunny underneath. Evanston takes a 10-8 advantage 90 seconds into the second quarter. Malachi at the top, right-hand dribble, tries to crossover move and put on the handles. Loose ball, now he gives it back to Kelly at the top. Aiden backs it way off. Has Hill on him defensively. And Coach Sheets wants a timeout. Aiden was close to a 5 count there, and I think Coach Sheets was coming to save his guy a little bit there, but also may not have liked what he saw, and he wants a full timeout now to maybe draw something up. Here, 6:16 remaining second quarter. It is Evanston 8. It's Evanston 10, Riverton 8. And again, all the Wolverine points so far belong to junior Eric Smith. Lady Wolverines fell to Evanston 44-34 a few moments ago. Taylin Leesburg at 15 for Riverton. Timbri Mathil with 7 in a nice effort. And competitive all the way through. Another nice defensive effort for the Lady Wolverines. Just unfortunately in the fourth quarter didn't come through with quite enough points. Mentioned the gigantic Ronthon Wrestling Tournament coming up this weekend, Friday and Saturday. In fact, it's so giant that the last few years School District 25 has given Friday as an off day for kids because both Riverton High School and Riverton Middle School are so consumed with wrestling. There's going to be over 600 matches, hundreds of wrestlers, hundreds of wrestling families will be here. So our hats off to the Riverton High School, Riverton Middle School staffs. Good luck to Coach Toman and the Wolverine wrestlers. And just hats off to everybody involved there. It's a great economy booster for Riverton and great to host so many families again this weekend. Riverton basketball trailing by 2. Garrett Jackson into the ball game out of the timeout. He's going to lose the handle. Has it taken away by Jay Hill. Hill is quick down the floor. Throws it to nobody, though. Wanted a teammate who cut inside to the basket. Instead, he threw it outside to nobody, and it's out of bounds, Riverton basketball. But Jay Hill can make a rebound go the other direction in about half a second, it feels like. Hernandez works it across the timeline for Riverton. Left side, he goes to Smith. Smith sweeps, goes baseline on the dribble drive, and now gives it back outside to Jackson. Garrett on the floor once to Smith. Smith holds up 3 fingers, signals out of play, dribbles to the free throw line, and kicks Jackson at the top. Now Monroe, right side, outside to a cutting Hernandez. Hernandez had to go low to get it, fired a 3. That's no good. Had that pass been more on the money, I don't know if that wouldn't have went down for Hernandez. Just kind of awkward because he had to reach down to get it. Evanston's going to get charged with a carrying violation. And both Cox and Anderson return for Riverton. Monroe and Jackson check out. Josiah zips it to the right corner. Bo squares to the basket. Wanted Cox on a bounce pass, but it's punched out of there by Lind. And here comes Evanston in transition. Lind underneath to Cook. Turnaround shot for 2 by Clayton is good, and he's fouled. Ryan Cox picks up his second personal. Second team foul of the quarter on Riverton. We'll see Peyton Stevens come to the check-in table. Ryan Cox will check out with those 2 personals. 4:50 still remaining second quarter. That is the third on Ryan Cox, I beg your pardon. Clayton Cook converts the 3-point play. So Clayton Cook with 5 gives his team a 5-point lead. Hernandez almost has it taken away. Now he gets it back in, goes right past the defender, dishes out for Stevens. Peyton goes strong and is going to draw the foul. So Peyton Stevens to the line on a Riker Lind personal foul. First for Payton will rim around and drop. Garrett Jackson at the check-in table, but he's coming in for Stevens. Payton coming into this game had only shot 2 free throws at the varsity level. Was 1 of 2, and now he's 2 of 4 as the second one is front rim no good. Wolverines trail by 4, 13-9, 4:23 remaining second quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Clayton Cook backing in on Malachi, finds Hill wide open left corner, and Hill knocks that 3 down. Jay Hill with 3 3-pointers. 16-9 Red Devils midway through the second quarter. Eric Smith quickly into the Wolverine front court. He's got Mendez on him defensively. Now he backs it off. Looking for some help. Malachi holds it way up top now. Malachi on the dribble. Crossover. Loses the handle at the free throw line. And here comes Evanston. Lind loses it but is fouled. Eric Smith crashes hard to the baseline and is in some pain down there. Hopefully Eric's okay. We're going to get Evanston free throws.
Riverton foul, 13.
Eric Smith is going to be checked on by Coach Sheets and Paige Fallon, the Riverton trainer. And he's definitely in some pain. 3:47 to go second quarter. It is Evanston on top at 16-9 here on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Jay Hill leads all scorers with 9 points. Eric Smith has 8 of the Riverton 9 points, and he is the player down under the Riverton bucket right now. Let's step aside for the injury timeout. Take a quick break. 3:47 remaining. Riverton trailing 16-9, and instead of taking a break, better news, Eric Smith is up. He is grasping his right elbow, but he will walk off the floor And the Riverton training staff will take a look at him on the bench. So hopefully Eric's going to be all right. We'll get a couple of free throws on the foul. Riker Lind is standing at the line. Lind has had kind of a long wait there with obviously the injury, and then now we're getting a bunch of subs in. Evanston senior toes the mark. Lets the first one go. It's good. All senior starting lineup for these Red Devils. Got a few seniors off the bench. It kind of reminds me of Riverton last year, where they had a ton of seniors, and the first 2 or 3 guys off the bench are seniors. Had a brief delay for a small kid on the court. She is safe and sound now. Lynn knocks the second one in, and it's 18-9 Red Devils. 3:38 to play in the first half. Malachi back to the basket at the top. Now spins around, looks for a teammate, gives it to Jackson, right side, outside. Jackson controls the dribble, switches hands, high post to Smith. Smith faces the basket, will put on that spin move, use the window this time, gets it to drop in. Malachi's first bucket of the game will get in there, and it cuts the Riverton deficit to 7. Mendez holds left side. Hill at the top, squares to the basket, gives it to Searle. Searle wants a 3. That's no good. Another offensive rebound for Pace. He's blocked. Here comes Anderson. Kick it to Kelly. Left corner 3. Good. Blocked down low. Riverton in transition. Aiden Kelly has his first points of the game, and it's a 4-point game now. 2.5 remaining in the second quarter. Searle stops at the free throw line, gives it up to Jordan Mendez. Mendez, right-hand dribble as he works it up the floor. Underneath, a traveling violation is going to be called on Riker Pace. Good collapsing effort down low defensively by Anderson and Smith. Hernandez back out there for Riverton. We're also going to get River White Plume checking in for the Wolverines. It's interesting, they put Hernandez in. He comes right back out with White Plume checking in instead. Jackson gives it to White Plume. River wide open 3. Good. Welcome to the ball game, River White Plume. Just checked in. He's already got 3 points. Tough to beat that. Mendez uses screen, give it up to Cook. Cook alone for a second at the top. Now we'll go down the lane. Dish to Mendez, right corner, right back to Cook. Only 2 guys to touch it so far. Cook puts on a move, gets his defender in the air, lays it in. Clayton Cook with 7. If you're an Evanston fan, you needed that bucket with Riverton getting some momentum there. 3-point Red Devil advantage now at 20-17. 90 seconds to play before halftime. Jackson, high post to Malachi. Malachi backing in. Right-hand shot is no good. Jackson offensive rebound. He's fouled. Good work, Garrett Jackson. Brenner Lim picks up his second personal, second team foul, and Peyton Stephen comes into the check-in table. First for Garrett, off the back of the rim, no good. Smith going to get a breather. Stevens takes his spot. Eric Smith has not returned to the ball game after going down with what was an apparent elbow injury, still grasping his right elbow. Second free throw also no good. Jackson works for his own rebound, scoop it out to Monroe. He'll try a 3. That's no good off the left side, and Mendez finally has it for Evanston. Mendez has his pass tipped by Jackson, taken away by White Plume. Here come the Wolverines. River ahead to Jackson. Jackson trouble handling it. Pass too far for him, and he's baseline out of bounds. with 58 seconds remaining in the half. Evanston up by 3. We started this quarter tied at 8. Hill works it across the timeline. Now left side they go to Jay. 43 seconds on the second quarter clock. Lim runs into a double team, splits the defenders, goes through the lane, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound in the paint, puts it back. That's no good, and a foul, I think, after the shot is on Peyton Stevens. Coach Sheets asking for an explanation. Peyton's first personal. That's the 4th team foul on Riverton, and Mendez is going to send it in baseline right. White Plume comes out, and Eric Smith back on the floor. Good to see that. 30 seconds to go before halftime. Mendez will try a 3. That's good. Nothing but net. Jordan Mendez with his first points of the game. It's a triple. Smith across the time stripe, directing traffic. Got a guy who's hit a couple of quarter buzzer beaters. Now back out there with Eric Smith. Evanston in a 2-3 zone here this quarter. Eric's going to try a long 3 at the buzzer. Nobody's fouled. Knocked to his feet with 2 seconds to go, and Eric Smith with 3 free throws coming up. Mendez picks up his first personal. So Eric Smith missed most of the quarter with that elbow injury. First free throw hits the back of the rim, no good. Had 8 first quarter points, including 2 3-pointers. Second for Eric is also too strong. See if we can get one of these in here before halftime. Just 2 seconds on the clock. Coach Sheets going to send everybody back this time from Riverton. Third one is in and out, no good. Missed them all, and the heave at the buzzer from Cook is no good. So at halftime, the Red Devils lead by 6, 23-17. Evanston on top of the Wolverines, outscoring Riverton by 6 that quarter after we were tied at 8 at the end of 1. The Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show is on the way here in just a couple of minutes. As always, we take a look at individual scoring numbers. Also going to tell you about the Fremont County basketball weekend. This is really the only game going on as far as 4A games, as far as Fremont County games. This is about it on a Tuesday night, but we'll set up the rest of the week and let you know where your Fremont County team is playing here over the next few days. At halftime, it's Evanston 23, Riverton 17. Back with the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show after this on 105.1 Jack FM and County 10's YouTube channel.
To Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton, where we exceed your expectations and deliver the best service possible. Located on Federal in Riverton, we're here to make local car shopping fun again. Explore our wide selection of new and used Chevrolet and GMC vehicles. As truck and trailering experts, we offer a variety of options tailored to your needs. Experience exceptional customer service and competitive prices. Visit our website at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com to find your next vehicle today.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
It's the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Back to the gym. Here's Jared Anderson.
Evanston on top of Riverton, halfway there, 23-17. This is the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show, made possible by YDOT. Simple message, simple reminder: seatbelts save lives. Buckle up every trip, every time, and check wyoroad.info or call 511 for Wyoming road conditions. Was 8-8 at the end of the first quarter. Red Devils obviously outscoring the Wolverines by 6 there in the second stanza for the 6-point halftime advantage. First half individual scoring numbers: Eric Smith had the first 8 for Riverton. He still has the team high at 8 for RHS. Did go down with an elbow injury, but the good news is he came back out on the floor with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So it looks like just a hard fall, and that Eric will presumably be okay to go in the second half. Other contributors for Riverton offensively: River White Plume came into the ballgame, hit a 3-pointer. Aiden Kelly also has 3 points. Malachi Smith with 2. Peyton Stevens 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Evanston led in scoring by Jay Hill. He's got 9. They've all come from 3-pointers. 3 for 3 behind the arc for Jay. Let's see here. 7 points for Clayton Cook. Jordan Mendez finishes the first half with 3. 2 points for Riker Lind, 2 points for Riker Pace. The Rikers both with 2 for the Red Devils, and that's what I've got here at 23-17 at halftime. Again, Evanston 7-4 on the season. They're 2-0. They should be 3-0. 3-0 in conference play, and 8-4 overall. As I've got one thing updated and the other thing is not updated. Post the Jackson game, so 8-4 overall, 3-0 in conference play, as I correct myself. Apologies to any Evanston supporters that might be listening, just saying, what are you doing? Riverton 4-9 on the season. They're 2-1 in conference play. As the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show continues here, let's take a look at some other things going on. Your Wolverine week, of course, is highlighted by that big Ron Thon Memorial wrestling match. One of the toughest, if not the toughest in the state, one of the toughest in the region. You compete regardless of class at the Ron Thon, making it tougher than the state tournament in a lot of regards. And it is a prestigious, well-run wrestling tournament that Riverton gets the opportunity to put on again. So hats off to the wrestling community here. Hats off to the Riverton Chamber of Commerce, too, because they know there's going to be hundreds of people up here at Riverton High School and Riverton Middle School on Friday and Saturday. They've organized a bunch of local food trucks to come park in front of the schools and make it easy for families visiting the area to get snacks and refreshments, and those families live up here at the gyms for these wrestling tournaments, so making it easy on them, supporting some of our local food vendors. Just a great opportunity to show off our town on Friday and Saturday there. Riverton Swimmers are hosting senior night at Duel against Lander on Thursday, so go cheer on Riverton boys swimming if you get the opportunity on Thursday night. They'll go to the Gillette Invitational on Friday and Saturday, so a really busy weekend ahead for RHS swimming. Speech and debate goes to the Natrona Invite in Casper on Friday and Saturday after Riverton hosted a big speech and debate tournament here last week. There's no indoor track this week. Riverton cheerleaders are back from the state spirit competition that was held in Casper last weekend. As I mentioned, this Riverton-Evanston game, the only 4A and the only Fremont County game going on tonight. On Thursday, Riverton's off to Rock Springs. We'll have broadcast coverage of those starting around 6 o'clock. Got girls slated for a 6 o'clock tip-off, and the boys around 7:30 from Rock Springs High School on Thursday. You can watch those on County 10's YouTube channel and listen on Jack FM. Wyoming Indian is also back in action on Thursday. They go to Thermopolis for a 5:30 and 7 o'clock start there. Chiefs and Lady Chiefs both doing very well so far this season. On Friday, Landers off to Pinedale. Shoshone goes to Grable. Fort Washakie visits Saratoga. And then on Saturday, Shoshone's hosting Big Piney. Fort Washakie goes to Little Snake River. Riverside will host St. Stephen's on Saturday, and Wind River goes to Saratoga in an interclass battle. Got more broadcast coverage, like I mentioned, on Thursday for you. And speaking of broadcast coverage, Wyoming Cowboy basketball is over on our sister station right now, KOVE, 1330 AM and 107.7 FM. If you're looking for the Pokes, that's where to find them. Cowboys lead Fresno State tonight. I said San Jose State earlier. They're playing Fresno State. And right now, with 7.5 to go in the first half, Pokes on top of the Bulldogs, 25-16. We'll keep you up to date on that score as this one progresses. At the half, it's Evanston 23, Riverton 17. We'll get the second half going in 60 seconds on 105.1 Jack FM, streaming video coverage on the County 10 YouTube channel.
Kane and Associates CPAs, we serve clients across Fremont County and beyond with top-tier accounting services. From individual taxes to business consulting, our creative and precise team offers tax management, estate planning, and more. You'll find us engaged and meticulous to ensure each client gets personalized guidance. Visit rivertoncpa.com to learn more about our services and how we can help you achieve financial success.
The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi, or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
Proud to support the Wolverines and Lady Wolverines. We are County10.com.
Second half just about to begin. Thanks again to the Wyoming Department of Transportation making our halftime coverage. Wideout reminding you that seatbelts save lives. Good message. Buckle up every trip, every time. 23-17 as we buckle up for the second half. Evanston has the 6-point advantage. They will start on defense. Here is Brandon Monroe ready to trigger it in for the Wolverines. Brandon Monroe, Eric Smith, Ryan Cox, Malachi Smith, Aiden Kelly. Same starting five for the Wolverines. Here to start the third quarter. Give it to Malachi underneath. Scoop up a tough shot. Did not drop, but he's going to get 2 free throws. So 11 seconds into the quarter, Evanston gets a foul on Clayton Cook. And Malachi is going to shoot 2 times. Clayton Cook, Brenner Lim, Riker Lind, Jay Hill, and Jordan Mendez out there for Evanston to start the third quarter. Same starting 10 for both teams combined. First one for Malachi, too strong, no good. Smith spins the basketball, lets shot number 2 fly. That's too strong, no good, but right out of the hands of Riker Lind. It'll go back to the Wolverines. Kelly's going to send it in under to the right of the Riverton hoop. Looking for a pick and roll. Give it to Smith off of that roll. Can't get it to go from the left side. Knocked out of bounds this time, they'll say. Evanston ball. Jersey Knights at Riverton High School. Got 2 or 3 rows of Riverton students supporting their various teams with a whole bunch of different jerseys. The Hawaii Rainbow Warriors represented. So you got Maryland Terrapins jersey, Wyoming Cowboy jersey, some Wolverine jerseys over there. Miami Heat LA Lakers. Underneath Clayton Cook, soft touch up and in. Clayton's got the first points of the second half. Clayton Cook now with 9. Ties Jay Hill for team high honors with 9 apiece. Here's Eric Smith down the lane, and Smith draws the foul. Smith, little pump fake move, had 2 guys in the air, and ultimately it was Jordan Mendez that fell on top of him and picks up his second personal. Team foul number 2. Not even a minute old here in the third quarter. Eric's got a couple of shots. First for Smith is good. Eric now with 9. That's his first point since the first quarter. Going to try to pull his team back to within 6. Second free throw, front rim, no good. And Riker Lind collects the board. Mendez, right side, outside. Underneath, Cook is wide open again. Cook in deep. Easy lay-in. Riverton's got to come up for an answer there defensively 2 times in a row. Their double-digit post scorer has been wide open. Monroe tried to give it to Kelly underneath. Pass sailed on him, and Mendez has it. Riverton's going to commit a foul in backcourt, too. That's Aiden Kelly's personal. First on Kelly. First foul of the quarter for the Wolverines. Red Devils on top 27-18. 6:35 remaining in quarter 3. Lim across the time stripe. Brenner finds Cook. Underneath, Malachi rejects Riker Lind out of bounds. Maybe that's the spark that Riverton needed defensively. It'll still be EHS basketball, but get a little energy here off a big block. Hill to Lim, and now Lind up top. Corner 3, Clayton Cook. It's good. Clayton Cook's got 14. He was wide open in the corner. Lead is a dozen for Evanston, and there's been some surges of energy for Riverton, but just not a lot of passion you're seeing right now on the floor for this Riverton boys basketball team. And Anderson's pass intended for a cutting Hernandez is too far. Out of bounds it goes. Evanston takes it back over. Riverton coming off of that long trip to Star Valley last Saturday. Will be at Rock Springs on Thursday. Cook gives it to Lim. Brenner Lim, 3 left side is good. This quarter's been all Red Devils. Brenner Lim with his first points of the game there. 33-18. Riverton still has just scored 1 point this quarter. Here's Eric Smith, reverse layup, got it to go. What a drive from Eric Smith, lay it in. And a whistle after the play. Coaches will get an explanation. Somebody got a warning. Eric, first player for Riverton in double digits with 11. Clayton Cook, game high 14 right now for his Evanston squad. Mendez breaks the 10-second count. Kelly on him defensively the entire way. Mendez still has it on the dribble, switches hands, now picks it up. Give it to Lim, and they weave at the top. Here's Jay Hill, the speedster, gives it back to Mendez, and Lim working on Clay Sheets defensively this time. He'll let it go, mid-range 2, no good. Cook the offensive rebound. Mendez tries a corner 3, that's no good. And here comes Clay Sheets up the floor with possession for Riverton. Wolverines trail by 13, 4:35 to go, third quarter. Cox holds at the top. Kelly will try a left corner three. Swish! Aiden Kelly's second three-pointer of the ball game comes at a big time for Riverton. Mendez pushes the tempo, easily lays it in from the right side block. Jordan Mendez has 5. Lead back to a dozen. Here are the Evanston JV kids chanting defense. Maybe that'll fire the Riverton students up. They've been relatively quiet here through this game. Baseline drive by Smith. Up top, Aiden Kelly, another three. Got it. Aiden Kelly back-to-back three-pointers on 2 trips. He's got 9. And here's a steal defensively by Kelly. Aiden zigs and zags through traffic across the time stripe. He's going to try another three. That's no good. Too strong. Maybe feeling it a little too much. Cox the rebound. Can't get it, but he's going to draw contact. There is the surge of energy that Riverton has been looking for here, especially in the second half. Aiden Kelly, back-to-back three-pointers. Very helpful, and Rob Watsabaugh wants a quick 30-second timeout to talk things over. 3:41 to go, third quarter. It's Evanston 35, Riverton 26. Want to say thank you to Wyoming Catholic College. Proud to cheer on our local athletes. Your dedication on and off the court is admirable. Find them online at wyomingcatholic.edu. And a big thank you to Bailey Tire and Auto Service cheering on the Wolverines. They've got full-service tire and auto shops, 755 South Federal in Riverton and 1305 West Main in Lander. Ryan Cox going to have a couple of free throws. Riverton senior looking for his first points on the evening.
To the line for the Wolverines, 55, Cox. Shooting 2.
First for Ryan is too strong, no good. Riverton has not had a lot of success at the free throw line this evening. Ryan will go 50% though, knocks in the second one. Makes it an 8-point game. Lim worked on by Sheets all the way up the floor. Goes right side to Mendez. Mendez has Smith slipping down and will give it away to Lim. Cook underneath, one-on-one against Ryan Cox. Clayton trying to put a move on Ryan. Ryan's going to partially block it. Shot never got there. Taken away. Malachi to Sheets. Sheets leaves the layup short. And it's rebounded out by Lind. And Evanston corrals it finally in backcourt. Mendez. Lob underneath, intended for Cook. Knocked away by Whom. Thought it was off him in a row from here. And they'll say Evanston basketball, so guess it was off him in a row. Gantenbein comes back in for the Wolverines. Beat Mendez to throw it in, under into the left of his hoop. Wide left. Does so to Hill, and now Lim right side outside to a cutter down low. Nice cut, soft touch in the paint. Riker Lind lay it in. Back to a 10-point game. Inside of 3 minutes to play third quarter. It's 37-27. Red Devils on top of Wolverines. Monroe at the top. Give it to Malachi. He stands in the Wolverine paw. Now gives it back to Eric and Bo. Smith. Try the dribble drive. Big jump stop. High arcing two. No good. Bo Anderson, a tough rebound, is fouled. Bo's going to get a pair of shots, I believe, on a foul on Brenner Lim. First foul on Brenner. And that is the fourth team foul. So Riverton an opportunity maybe this quarter to do some damage at the free throw line. Bo's first to two is good. It's the first point for Bo Anderson. Second free throw is a lane violation. It was no good on the Cox shot anyway. Riverton right now 4 of 15 at the free throw line. Traveling violation whistled against Brenner Lim, who gives the official a confused look. It'll be Riverton basketball, 3/4 court to go. Josiah Hernandez works it up the floor for the Wolverines. He's got Mendez on him defensively. Left-hand dribble goes right past his defender. Too strong off the backboard on the way to the rack, though. There's Mendez. Good pass underneath to Clayton Cook. Easy lay-in again. Clayton Cook has been open way too often in the paint if you're a Wolverine fan. He leads all scorers with 16. The lead is 11. Here's Anderson, 3 at the top, no good, off to the left side, and a rebound tracked down by Riker Lind. Lind to Lim, and Jay Hill has it now left side outside. Cook at the top, Cox on him. Hand it off to Lind. Shot no good, soaring into the play out of nowhere. Jay Hill follows up and in. And man, Evanston energy all over the place offensively and crashing the boards. Gattenbein down the lane, stop in the paints, looking for Hernandez. Hernandez has to go to the floor to save it. Now up top to Blake. 1 minute to go, 3rd quarter. Riverton trailing by 13. Hernandez, skip pass for Anderson. He's open for 3. It's good. Bo Anderson with a nice shot. Good skip pass over to him, and it's back to a 10-point game. Hill with 45 seconds to go stops the dribble for the Red Devils. Lind up top. Riker on a bounce pass intended for Mendez. Mendez has to go behind him to get it. Jordan's got Hernandez on him. Evanston slowing things down this possession. Now they'll go to Hill. Hill for a deep 3. That's no good, front of the rim, and a foul underneath. They're going to get Ryan Cox with a foul. Push off down low on the rebound, and Ryan, I believe, has just picked up his 4th. That is what they say on the scoreboard for Ryan, unfortunately. He will check out of the game. Get a bunch of new Wolverines in. Malachi's back in. Gattenbein, Sheets, Eric Smith, Aiden Kelly on the floor for the Wolverines right now. Hill at the top, go to Mendez. Mendez, long 3 is off the back of the iron, then it bounces up over the stanchion. Ball out of bounds, Wolverine possession with 19 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Eric Smith, leading scorer for Riverton with 11. Clayton Cook cooking for Evanston with 16. Eric's got it at the top. 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Looking for an isolated dribble drive. That's shut off nicely. Hands off to his brother. Malachi at the buzzer. Fade away, no good. And at the end of 3, Red Devils lead by 10. It's Evanston 41, Riverton 31. Come on back for the 4th quarter with us right here on 105.1 Jack FM and streaming video coverage on County 10's YouTube channel.
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Proud to cheer on Riverton High School swimming. We are County10.com.
4th quarter has begun here at Riverton High School. Red Devils on top of the Wolverines 41-31. See if Riverton's got a big quarter in them to try to come back and get this conference game catching up to do here, trailing by double digits right now. Into the ball game during the timeout for Evanston is Riker Pace. He had it for a moment. Now he gives it up to Mendez. Mendez for three, no good. Jay Hill, offensive rebound. Jay Hill is so fast all over the floor. He's the guy I mentioned. It takes like half a second to work it up the floor. He's flown into the play to get a couple of rebounds here. Hill right side, outside to Lind. Riker long, too easy. Riker Lind with the soft touch has 6. The possession took nearly a minute for Evanston. And here's a punched ball taken away by Brooks Searle. Searle, the distance, right-hand layup, got it to go. If Riverton's got a comeback in him, that was not the start they wanted. Evanston on a 4-0 run to start the fourth quarter. 45-31 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. 6:40 remaining in the ball game. Kelly on the floor one time. Give it to Gattenbein, looking to lob it to Malachi down low. Malachi open, got it. That's just the 4th point of the game for a guy who averages well into double digits. Maybe work that into part of the game plan. That works too. Brandon Monroe picks up a loose ball off the ground and gives it to Smith. Riverton trailing by a dozen. 6:10 remaining. Here's Monroe at the top. Right back to Eric. Eric looking for Malachi down low. Now Malachi is going to come out to the wing to get it. Malachi spin move, traveled on it, tried to put a move on Riker Pace. Pace with some excellent defense.
Returning for Evanston, 14, Cook, 21, Lim.
Couple of Evanston seniors return, Brenner Lim and Clayton Cook. Hill with Monroe on him defensively. Pivots around a while outside the arc. Now give it to Lind. Shot no good. Cook, another offensive rebound. Can't get the first one to go. It's kept alive by Mendez. Back to Cook, and he's fouled. 3rd chance there for Evanston as Riverton continues to get outworked on the glass on both ends. Brandon Monroe picks up the personal foul. That's foul number 2 on Brandon. And the first free throw is good from Clayton Cook, who now has 17. Cook 2 of 3 at the free throw line so far this evening. He had a 3-pointer and then has a whole bunch of 2s, bunch of points in the paint for the big guy. Averages 12.5 a game, and that average is going up tonight. Second free throw, too strong, no good. Rebound volleyed for, tipped around. Riker Lind's got it for Evanston, and Coach Watsabaugh has a quick timeout. Another Evanston rebound. They will have the possession again. 5:34 to play in the ball game. It's Evanston 46, Riverton 33. We'll step aside for a quick 30 with them. More fourth quarter action right after this.
Northside Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes this season. Northside Body Shop is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in auto body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Javi and the crew got you covered at Northside Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander.
Thanks for supporting the Wolverines. Now back to the game. Here's Jared Anderson.
5:34 remaining in the contest. Red Devils on top of the Wolverines, 46-33. Riverton girls coming up short. Big fourth quarter by the Evanston ladies to win it 44-34. Taylor Leesburg led the Riverton girls' effort with 15 points. Turnover on Evanston at the top is going to send it back to the Wolverines. See if Riverton has some life left here in this game. They looked enthused for a good stretch in the third quarter, but they've been outworked on the glass on both sides and just kind of out-physicaled in this one. Here's Bo Anderson, 3. Nope, that's Garrett Jackson, I beg your pardon. Garrett Jackson, who just checked back in. He's got his first points of the game. It's a triple for Garrett. Make it a 10-point game. Now Bo comes to the check-in stand. Bo wasn't even on the floor. Lind at the top, right side outside to Hill. Hill feeds the paint to Cook. Cook squares up against Malachi. Now he's going to take him one-on-one. Jump stop in the lane. Shot no good, too strong. Smith's got the rebound for Riverton. Here comes RHS. Kelly in transition. Hernandez wanted it. Now he's going to go down the lane and is fouled. Jay Hill. No, Riker Lind. That's the third personal on Riker. First foul on Evanston here in the fourth quarter. Sheets and Anderson back on the floor for Riverton. Smith put it on the floor one time and give it back to Hernandez. Josiah will hand back to Eric as they play catch around the perimeter. Now Smith to the free throw line. Kick to Anderson. Corner 3. There's that 3 I wanted for Bo. Knocks it in from the right corner, and we're back to a single-digit game. 46-39 with 4:03 remaining. Lim holds at the top. He's got Sheets on him. Right side, outside. We go to Jay Hill. Hill trying to put a move on Hernandez. Uses a screen. Give it to Cook down low. Cook collapsed on. Double teamed. Reset it to Mendez. Mendez with Eric Smith. Defense all over the floor. Good pick and roll intended for Lind. Lind lose it on a attempted reverse layup, and then a foul on the rebound is going to go on the Red Devils. Clayton Cook picks up his third. Team foul number 3, no, number 2 on Evanston this quarter. 3:37 remaining. See if Riverton can come away with points here. Possessions becoming a premium as the clock keeps ticking, but certainly time for a comeback. Here's Hernandez. Corner 3, good. Big time for another big shot. How about Josiah Hernandez for 3? It is a 4-point game all of a sudden. 46-42. Back-to-back threes, and Malachi rejects Jay Hill. Hill with a burst of energy to the rack, and Malachi says, not today. Monroe going to check in for Hernandez. Big 3 for Josiah. Aiden Kelly's going to come get Eric Smith now. Mendez to send it in for Evanston under their hoop. Does so to Lim at the top. Brenner will move it over to Mendez, and they'll play catch around the perimeter again. Lind to Cook, and it's poked away by Malachi, taken away by Bo. Anderson is slapped and fouled by Riker Lind. That's going to be Riker's 4th. 2:58 remaining fourth quarter, a 4-point game. Back-to-back threes from Riverton, making this very interesting here down the stretch. Riverton started the quarter trailing by 10. There's Anderson, dribble drive, hang in the lane, can't get it to go, and it's Lind off the front of the rim with the big rebound. Mendez jogs it up the floor. Riverton man-to-man defensive pressure as they dig in. Sheets on Hill. Jay Hill has it left side outside. Clay Sheets within an arm's reach. That was close to a 5 count. Now a 3 at the top from Riker Lind is good. Boy, Riverton with good defensive pressure that time. Hit Lind, and he just buries a shot with a hand in his face. Kelly, left side behind the arc. Between the legs dribble. Right corner, or left corner to Anderson. Anderson dribble drive, can't get it front of the rim, but he is fouled.
Evanston foul, 14, Cook. His fourth.
Clayton Cook now picks up his fourth, so just 2:02 to go, but Riker Lind and Clayton Cook both with 4 fouls. If Riverton could find a way to extend this game, things are interesting here for Riverton, but still just 2:02 on the clock. Bo's first free throw is good. He's got 8. Bo bends the knees, lets it go. Front of the rim, no good, and Hill's up high for the rebound. Free throws have just killed Riverton a lot this game. Inside of 2 minutes to go. Evanston content passing the ball around the perimeter a little bit, killing some clock. 49-43. Evanston with the lead. Hill was open for a second, squared to the basket, but pulls it back down. Just going to keep killing some clock. Riverton's got fouls to give here. Just one team foul, and we're inside at 90 seconds to go. Coach Watsabaugh says, just keep holding it. Keep milking this clock. We're down to 1:20 to go. Coach Sheets is adamant that his guys start fouling, and now Aiden Kelly picks up the personal.
Riverton foul.
That's team foul number 2, so Riverton still got 2 more to give.
Timeout, Riverton.
And Coach Sheets, I think wisely right there, will call a timeout, let his guys know situationally what they need to do with 1:19 to go and still 2 fouls to give. 49-44, Evanston on top of Riverton. And again, not to be the silver linings guy because you want to win this conference game, but whatever happens here, the burst of energy for Riverton in the fourth quarter is something this team can build off of, and something that this team should be proud of. Want to thank Myers Gambles on Main Street in Lander. Excited to cheer on our student athletes. Gambles has winning deals, delivery always free within 30 miles of the store. That includes Riverton. And right now, their big game sale has up to 20% off living room furniture. Turn around shop in town at Myers Gambles. Our thanks to Perfect Power Electric in Lander, supporting our Fremont County athletes. Give Perfect Power a call for your electric needs, 332-7184. That's Perfect Power, making these live streams possible. Glad to have you on County 10's YouTube channel. For those of you watching with us and those of you dealing with my voice on 105.1 Jack FM, thanks for being here on the radio too. Jason Peterson is our fantastic camera operator with us all season long. Again, bringing you all the great pictures here from Wolverine Gym. Riverton trying for a fourth quarter comeback. 1:19 to go, still 2 fouls to give. Here's Lim in backcourt. Kelly smothering defense all over him. Hands it off to Jay Hill. Hill circling around. Eric Smith trying to give a foul. Will now finally get it. Taking a few extra seconds off. Third team foul. One more before we get to that 5 mark, so I guess you got to foul him twice before he can make him shoot. It's Clayton Cook. He's grabbed and fouled by Malachi. Just 2 seconds elapsed that time.
Riverton foul, 33, Smith.
That's just the first on Malachi. Was the second on Eric. 4th team foul, 1:07 to go in the ball game. See if Riverton goes right back to fouling here and try to make him shoot free throws. Hill inbounds to Cook. Give it right back to Jay Hill. Hill spins past his defender hard to the basket, hard off the backboard. Riverton's got a chance here without having to foul. Inside of a minute, underneath to Malachi. Got it to go, and he's fouled. The window creaks back open for Riverton. Malachi Smith with an opportunity, a 3-point play. And if he hits the free throw, can make it a 1-possession game with 55 seconds remaining. That was also the 5th personal foul on Riker Lind. So Lind will check out of the ball game. Evanston's leading scorer says farewell for the remainder of the night with 9 points this evening. Brooks Searle comes in for the Red Devils. Malachi with a big free throw, toes the mark, lets it go, in and out, no good. A rebound tipped around off of Cook's hands. That's Riverton basketball. 49-45, Evanston with the lead. 54 seconds remaining. Aiden Kelly ready to send it in for the Wolverines under their hoop. It's a lob to Malachi up top. Smith backing in on Cook. Spin move. Can't get it to go, though. Put on a nice move. Just couldn't hit the bucket. And Cook clears it away for Evanston. Ahead to Lim. Lim picks up the dribble. Is fouled by Eric Smith. Boy. Good opportunity there for Riverton. Unfortunately, shot didn't drop. And with 41 seconds to go, Brenner Lim is at the line. The good news here is no matter what, it is still a two-possession game. But obviously, Lim would like to make it a maximum two-possession game, which first one is too strong, so he's unable to do that. Second one for Lim. Lets it go. That will bounce around, and a loose ball. It's no good. That was a crazy looking rebound attempt because the ball hung on the rim for so long. Foul on the rebound, and this is going to go against the Red Devils. It's going to be Wolverine free throws. Riverton's in the bonus. 37 seconds remaining, and Brooks Searle gets called for the foul. It was a pile up under the bucket. Brooks Searle called for the foul, and Josiah Hernandez has a chance to get his team to within 2. First for Josiah, no good, too strong. Free throw struggles continue for the Wolverines. Can make it a 3-point game with 37 seconds left here on shot number 2. And he does. 49-46, 30-second timeout with 37.6 seconds remaining. Your Fremont Chevy scoreboard has Evanston on top by 3 points. It'll be Evanston basketball with the length of the floor to go. We were tied at 8 at the end of 1. Evanston went up 23-17 at halftime, led most of the second quarter. They led 41-31 to start quarter 3. Wondered about Riverton's energy level in the second half, and they certainly have come to play here in the fourth quarter, making this very interesting. Coach Sheets has his guy out as the marching band plays the final countdown with 37 seconds left. Malachi Smith, Eric Smith, Brandon Monroe, Aiden Kelly, Josiah Hernandez on the floor for the Wolverines. The Red Devils out there now. Clayton Cook will inbound. Riverton going to set up pressure all the way across the floor. Everybody on this side of the gym in Evanston backcourt. Cook looking a long time, close to a 5 count, just gets it in, and fouled is Brenner Lim. Only 2 seconds elapsed. Coach Sheets, I think, was hoping for a trap and a steal in backcourt. Didn't want to give up the foul in backcourt just based on his body language, but we'll see what Brenner Lim can do at the free throw line. He's got 3 points tonight. This is his first free throw attempt of the evening. 2 big free throws for Brenner Lim. First one is too hard, off the back of the rim, no good. Remains a 3-point game with 1 more Brenner Lim free throw and 35 seconds remaining. Brenner's second is also too strong. Long scramble for the rebound is gathered in by Hernandez. He outlets to Kelly. Kelly is fouled in backcourt, and Aiden Kelly is going to go shoot 2 times. That almost looked like a designed foul from Rob Watsabaugh. I know there's still 29 seconds to go, but force Riverton to shoot free throws where they've struggled through the night. And we get a 30-second timeout from Coach Watsabaugh. So free throws gonna loom large here down the stretch. 29 seconds remaining. It's Evanston 49, Riverton 46. Thanks to our friends at the Wyoming Department of Transportation, Fremont Chevy GMC, Porter's Mountain View Supply in Riverton, Myers Gamble's in Lander, Bailey Tire and Auto Service, Perfect Power Electric, and Wyoming Catholic College. All major supporters of Riverton basketball and County 10 sports. If you'd like to become a sports advertiser, we'd love to chat with you. Love to talk about your business on the air during these games and keep having this fun job and getting to travel around with the Wolverines. You can always email us sports@county10.com to get in touch with us, sports@county10.com. Aiden Kelly, 2 free throws, Riverton trailing by 3, 29 seconds left. First for Aiden, in and out, no good. One more try here for Aiden to make it a 2-point game. Kelly with 9 points, all on threes so far. Second free throw also no good. Malachi tips the rebound to Monroe. Put back in the lane is good. It's a 1-point game with 24 seconds to go. Brandon Monroe with a big putback on Malachi Smith's tipped rebound. 24.3 on the clock and another 30-second timeout taken. What a fourth quarter we're having here. Fun ball game tonight at Wolverine Gym. And I'll be honest, starting the fourth quarter, I didn't know if Riverton had the fight, had the energy to get back into this one. Certainly proved any doubts I had wrong. And making Evanston very uncomfortable right now. Riverton's going to be allowed to set up the full court pressure now out of the timeout. Eric Smith, Malachi Smith, Brandon Monroe, Josiah Hernandez, Aiden Kelly, the 5 for the Wolverines. Rob Watsabaugh sends his Red Devils back on the floor. Full court pressure being applied. Clayton Cook, the trigger man for Evanston. Took him a long time to throw it in last time. Gets it into Lim a little easier this time. Right back to Cook, and Cook is fouled by Monroe with 21 seconds to go. So, again, it is a 1-point game, still 21 seconds. Even if Clayton Cook knocks both of these in, it's a 1-possession game to tie. Cook with 17 to lead all scorers, make it 18. First one is good. Rebounding critical here for Riverton. Cook's second free throw is also good. Won't have to worry about that on the calmly made Clayton Cook free throws. It's a 1-possession game, but it is a maximum 1-possession game thanks to the Clayton Cook free throws. 51-48. Saw what I think was a designed foul on Aiden Kelly last time to force Riverton to shoot 2, avoid them from getting a 3 off, and Coach Watsabaugh's got to be very aware that Riverton has struggled at the free throw line tonight. I would not be surprised at all if we see a foul at some point as soon as Riverton gets it across the half-court line. Make them take as much time as you can and then give up a foul, but we'll see. Not to try to play coach as the broadcaster. That's why those guys have that job, and I just tell you about it. Riverton trying to get their 3rd conference win. Started this quarter down by 10. A valiant comeback effort. Have been as close as 1. But just 21.7 seconds remain. 51-48, the Evanston lead. Wolverines with the length of the floor to go. Hernandez will be the inbounder for Riverton. Evanston sets up full court pressure. Man-to-man full court press. Eric Smith holds in backcourt. Now he'll work it up the floor. Crosses the timeline with 15. They're going to try to foul Eric, and they do. He made the shot. Wanted continuation. I don't think they're going to give it to him. That would have been a lot of continuation. Obviously, it would have been really cool. But Mendez will pick up his third foul, and Eric Smith will shoot 2 times. Smith with a great night so far. 2 free throws. First one over the rim and in. Chance to make it a 1-point game. 14.5 seconds remain. Second for Smith is nothing but net. 51-50, the Red Devil lead. Inbound to Mendez quickly. Riverton trying to foul. They do. Malachi thought he had the ball cleanly. He poked it away, but they'll call the foul. 11 seconds remain. And Jordan Mendez is going to go shoot free throws. (51-50). Mendez with an opportunity to make it a 3-point game. Lets the first one go. It's good. Jordan with 6. Hernandez and Malachi on the low blocks. Mendez second free throw, also good. 3-point game. Smith in backcourt. See if Riverton can get a shot away here or if Evanston's going to foul again. Left side to Monroe. Brandon should maybe be fouled. A lot of contact on a 3-point attempt. Coach Sheets is livid. It's out of bounds. Riverton basketball with 1.7 to go. Boy, that looked like contact from here, but they'll say all ball. And with 1.7 seconds, Riverton has an opportunity to inbound on the baseline, maybe get a shot away. Need a 3 to tie the game. A lot of 3-point contestants out there with Aiden Kelly, Eric Smith, Brandon Monroe, Josiah Hernandez all coming back in. And keep in mind, too, Malachi Smith, albeit a big guy, has hit some 3-pointers, too. So inbound clean, hopefully get a guy off a screen and open up some space, and then we'll see if Riverton can get a shot away here with 1.7 seconds remaining. It's Evanston 53, Riverton 50. Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show coming up. We'll chat with the coach and our player of the game. Open for maybe 4 extra minutes of basketball here tonight. Hernandez will trigger it in under and to the right of the Riverton hoop. Coach Watsabaugh going to counter the Riverton timeout. Sees what Riverton comes out looking like and will ask for a timeout of their own. And Coach Sheets grabs his whiteboard, hits the eraser, and may draw something up again. Fun game all the way around. Fun fourth quarter. Good comeback from Riverton. And it would be unbelievable to see the fourth quarter comeback finished off with a buzzer-beating 3-pointer, but either way, Riverton fans should be proud of this fourth quarter effort, I think. Riverton will be back on the road Thursday at Rock Springs. Jason and I will be there for you. Girls around 6 o'clock, boys at 7:30. You can watch our coverage on County 10's YouTube channel. Listen here on 105.1 Jack FM. Wolverines back out after the timeout. Aiden Kelly going to send it in this time, so a little bit different. Bo Anderson has checked in for Riverton. Red Devils back on the floor. Kelly baseline right. 1.7, Riverton down by 3. Slaps the basketball, looking for cutters all over the floor. Malachi up top, straight away 3, short. No good. Coach Sheets wants contact again at the top. Thought he got fouled on the shot. Didn't get it either time. And we go final. It's an Evanston victory, 53-50, with a whole lot of drama down the stretch at Wolverine Gymnasium. 53-50, Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show coming up in just a minute. We'll chat with our player of the game and Coach Sheets coming up here too. You've been listening to Riverton Basketball on 105.1 Jack FM and County 10's YouTube channel.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it's for a one-time use or event. That's why they offer tools and equipment rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Center, located at 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Get winter ready with Overhead Door. Don't let the cold in. It's time to prepare your garage door for winter. We'll give you safety, savings, and peace of mind. Our experts ensure your garage door is winter-proof with quality service and repairs. Trust the pros. Schedule your appointment today. Call 307-856-2210 or visit the website at overheaddoorriverton.com.
Welcome you into the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. Tough one, heartbreak for the Wolverines, 53-50. Evanston gets the better of Riverton. What a fourth quarter comeback, though, here on the Bailey Tire and Auto Service postgame show. Eric Smith, our player of the game. Eric, I know absolute heartbreak out there, so I appreciate you coming up here. But what was that huddle like at the end of the third quarter? You're down by 10. Where did all that fourth quarter energy come from?
Malachi being a leader. He told us we had to get after it. We had to go chase boards, all of that. So, he has a real big impact on all of us. So for the third quarter speech was just play hard and go after the ball and do the little things. Just do the little things, and we came back. So.
Yeah, you certainly did. You individually started the game so well. First 8 points, looked like you were feeling it early. Then you fell down on the baseline, hurt your elbow. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I got 3 free throws towards the end of the half, and I was definitely feeling it, but I still got to knock those down, and it's a tie ball game, so that's on me.
Well, it's understandable going down with the elbow injury. I was just glad you got back out there. But again, your shot's so good. You were taking deep threes early on. It looked like you were just feeling it, which I know is not uncommon for you. Did you start this game thinking that your shot was going to be on tonight?
To be honest, I just was going to let it come to me, but I hit the first one, and then I hit the second one, and from there it was just I got to take it on them. And I didn't think their guards were the best defensively, and they were playing Malachi tough, so someone had to come out and help.
Every single night in conference play, it's going to be scrappy and a dogfight out there every single night with these teams. But even these losses, Star Valley on Saturday and this Evanston team, you get the sense that you can play with anybody in the 4A West and that this conference is totally up for grabs.
Star Valley, was a physical game for us, but it was really good for us. And tonight, it's a good experience doing late game. And we just got to finish games and come out with a victory.
You get a day off sorted tomorrow back at practice, I know, but then a trip to Rock Springs. Do you like that quick turnaround or race this one and get another opportunity?
Whatever's the quickest way to get over this one, to be honest. I'm excited to play Rock Springs. It's a great opportunity for us, so just excited.
All right, man. Great individual efforts. I know it's a tough one, so I really appreciate you coming up here, but great work, Eric.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely. Eric Smith, our player of the game. Appreciate him coming up and chatting with us here on the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. 53-50, the Red Devils escape with the victory. Again, it was a 10-point deficit for the Wolverines to start this fourth quarter, and they rally with a lot of energy in that fourth quarter. Again, I said it, and I'm just an impartial observer up here, but I worried about Riverton's energy in the third quarter. Evanston, I thought, was kind of draining, but Riverton just didn't have a lot of spark in the third, and they certainly came out and proved any doubts I had about whether or not they would show up in the fourth quarter wrong, and made this very interesting. 53-50. Riverton will meet Evanston again. It'll be the final game of the regular season in Uintah County on February 27th. So I know we got a lot of basketball before then, but I'm already looking forward to the rematch. We'll talk individual numbers coming up here in just a little bit. First, the head coach.
When you're always playing from behind, a whole bunch of moral victories, and the guys fought hard and came back, and it's a common theme. But we need to have better stretches. Good teams play from ahead or even, and we find ourselves down 10, down 13, down 14, and playing from behind. That being said, though, I was pleased with how the guys, came back. They fought. They played really hard. We just. A couple things for us. We can't miss that many free throws. You can't go 7 of 24 or whatever it was and win a middle school girls game. You're not going to win. You got to knock down free throws when you get the chance as a team. And we also had a bunch of inside close shots that we normally make that we got to put down.
I was going to say, you as a coach, I don't know how you improve at the free throw line. Is there any solution where you come back and you just work on shooting free throws?
We shoot them every day.
Yeah.
It's something that they're free. Nobody's guarding you. You've worked on them since you were 6 years old. It's something that's it's not like it's not an X's and O's thing. They cannot guard you. So again, to shoot 7 of 24, 14 of 24 is not a good day, but it wins the game for us. You know what I mean? So that's something that again, unfortunately, we were cold tonight in our own gym, and that was the factor.
Talking with Eric just a moment ago about the loss to Star Valley and this loss. And again, not to be the silver linings guy, but I think you've learned you can play with just about anybody in the 4A West. You get those rematches later this season. So I think there's still a lot of confidence, and it's going to be scrappy every single time in conference play. You know that. But you get the sense still that the best basketball's ahead of this team.
Oh, I do. Yeah. I mean, like I said, those things that we just talked about are easily taken care of. Free throws is a pretty easy thing. Those close shots, those are great shots we had. I mean, they're in and out by our guys that normally make them. And, turnovers weren't too bad tonight. Our defense was okay. To hold them to 53 is a little more than what we want, but it put us right where we need to be.
You get this kind of strange stretch where there's one day off and then you're right back at it, which has been the schedule most of the year. Are you liking that groove where it's a game, day off, another game?
It's kind of nice. I mean, the boys get a chance to kind of talk about one team at a time, where when we go back-to-backs, you got to kind of prepare for both of them, and you have a little bit of time, but it's been okay. It's hard. Change is hard. Yeah. So far it's been pretty good, and it's kind of fun to get some Tuesdays and Thursday games. During the week, especially having Ronthon, we'll be able to go on the road and get a game against Rock Springs, which will be good.
Yeah, makeup game against the Tigers. So I think you may have scouted them a couple weeks ago. What do you know about Rock Springs?
They're going to look very similar to Evanston. They play hard. They're very athletic. They've got good guards. They've got good posts. I think Lionberger's probably the best athlete, kind of scorer, basketball player on our side, potentially on the offensive end. So he's a particular tough guy to guard because he can shoot from deep. He can dunk it on your head. He can pull up from 15. He's a good player. And then they've got other good scorers as well. And then they get after you on the defensive end. But I think very similar to Evanston. If we go in there and play kind of our basketball, it'll be a close one.
Yeah.
If we don't, they're pretty athletic, and they'll make us look like they're the team to beat.
Yep, absolutely. Heartbreak. I always appreciate you coming up here, no matter the circumstance.
Oh, thank you.
But we'll see you again on Thursday. Quick turnaround. We'll erase this one out of your mind, hopefully.
All right, we'll see.
All right, Coach Sheets joining us on the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. Appreciate his time, as always. And Eric Smith, our player of the game. Let's take a quick time out here, reset a couple of things behind the scenes before we can get you to our coverage of individual stats, and I'll look ahead coming up here on the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. You've been listening to Riverton Basketball on 105.1 Jack FM and County 10's YouTube channel. Again, Evanston 53, Riverton 50. Back with more Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show next.
Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine Athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
This is the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. Visit the tire pros at Bailey's.
Wrapping things up here at Wolverine Gym. This is the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show made possible by Bailey Tire and Auto Services. They've got two full-service tire and auto shops, 755 South Federal in Riverton, 1305 West Main in Lander. Again, Evanston with the sweep. The boys game finishes 53-50 in dramatic fashion. Lady Wolverines fall 44-34 earlier on. Apologize for some radio technical difficulties we had there on 105.1 Jack FM. Try to get that buffed out for you here before next week against Rock Springs, or next Thursday. That's coming up in just a couple of days that Jason and I will be on the road. Again, Riverton at Rock Springs, 6 o'clock girls tip-off and 7:30 for the boys. So we'll be on the air just a little bit before that with another Porter's Tailgate show. Take a look here at final scoring numbers in the boys contest. Riverton led in scoring by Eric Smith, who finishes with 13 points. He was our player of the game. Appreciate Eric's time coming up here and chatting with us. Aiden Kelly finishes the night with 9, all on three-pointers, 8 for Bo Anderson, 6 points for Malachi Smith. I had 4 from Josiah Hernandez, 3 points from Ryan Cox, 3 from River White Plume, 3 points from Garrett Jackson, and 1 point by Peyton Stevens. Evanston led in scoring by Clayton Cook, who was phenomenal tonight, 19 points. Jay Hill in double figures with 11. Riker Lind finished with 9 before fouling out of the contest. 7 points for Jordan Mendez, 3 points for Brenner Lim, and 2 points for Brooks Searle. Also had 2 for Riker Pace. Red Devils stay perfect in 4A West Conference play. They're 4-0. They improved to 9-4 overall. Riverton drops to 4-10 on the season, 2-2 in conference play. But like we said with Coach Sheets, an opportunity to erase that tough one out of their minds and get right back at it on Thursday with another conference matchup at Rock Springs. Again, trying not to be the silver linings guy, because I know these conference wins are important, but Riverton fans should be at least enthused and impressed with the fourth quarter effort of this team. I know Coach Sheets was disappointed with the effort before then, particularly in the third quarter, but Riverton rallied and responded well. So some things to build on, some things to work toward, and again, Riverton matches up again with Evanston in late February, and we'll see what happens there the second time around. Lady Wolverines fall 44-34. They are now 1-3 in conference play, 3-11 overall. Taylin Leesburg led the Lady Wolverine effort with 15. Timbri Mathill finished with 7. And again, Eric Smith, your leading scorer for the Wolverine boys, with 13 in a 53-50 loss. As always, want to thank Jason Peterson, the best cameraman in the business. Thanks to Jason for hanging out with us tonight. We're back on the road on Thursday with you, so hope you'll join us then. Thanks to you for watching along with us and listening in on County 10's YouTube channel and 105.1 Jack FM. Same channels to watch Rock Springs Springs on Thursday, and the Wolverines, of course, going forward all season long. We're back with you. Thanks to Jason and the County 10 crew for all of them. I'm Jared Anderson on Jack FM. We'll take you back to the tunes here in just about 60 seconds. And for those of you on our YouTube channel, we say good night from Wolverine Jim.